All right, guys. Stream is fired up. Gonna wait for a few folks to get here, and then we're gonna start some live games. So some casts. It's Friday night, feeling spontaneous. So we're just gonna go ham. If anyone's on, we'll see. I don't know if any of you guys are up, but I decided to start late, so some of you folks over in Europe could have a chance to watch. So I will be streaming Sunday, however, also. So the Sunday stream is gonna be probably 11 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. So for a lot of you guys in Europe, that'll be like, what is that, like 8 o'clock your time? So we'll see how it goes. Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome. Instant one dislike. What's that about? Yeah, I don't know, man. Kindred. I don't know whose foul treachery is afoot, but maybe it's because it's so dark in here. It's kind of creepy. Kevin, where do you live, man? Hey, what's going on? All right, I'm just gonna get right into it, guys. Let's go ham. Let's play some quick battles. Let's have fun. As you can see, my my avatar name is definitely fitting. It's actually only midnight where I am, so my notifications woke you up. Oh man, the bar is closed in 10 minutes. You're in Canada, aren't you, Aaron? I think I remember you saying that. Yeah, I know all you folks over in Europe. You guys are probably sitting pretty right now. But yeah, let's do it, boys. Let's have some fun. I got no plans tomorrow, really. I just have to coach basketball practice at like 12 noon or something, so I can sleep in and be lazy, which is great. You can get back to sleep. Yeah, I'm the same way, Kevin. I can't sleep to save my... I'm drinking coffee right now, and it's midnight, so... Looks like we're facing against the God Emperor. Obviously, he's using Trump as his avatar, so that's always a good time. So, who do we want to use against the Dwarves? We could do the Vampire Counts. That could be fun. Chaos, Greenskins, they're all pretty good choices. Let's do the Greenskins. Yeah, it's always fun. Let's do these bad boys. So we're gonna get an Orc Warboss on a Wyvern. He's a pretty good choice. Shuts down a lot of Gyrocopter shenanigans. So immediately right out of the gates, I think it's a pretty good pick. So okay, so this is the map with like the lip in the middle. So you know, again, it's pretty good to have some Vanguard deployment here, so you can kind of get a scope of what the opponent's doing. So we'll get Itchy Nuisance. We'll get Sneaky Stabbing. That's pretty much it. Thanks, Cal. Appreciate it, man. Bedtime story? Oh man. Yeah, maybe after this game, I'll see if I can, or after I finish streaming, I'll do a bedtime story for you if possible. So we're gonna get to, actually, you know what? We're actually gonna get the poison variants. We're gonna get the Night Goblins here, and then we're also gonna get the Rusty Arrows, just so he can't see them and like focus them with any of his missiles until I want him to. So a little bit more expensive, but I think it's worth it. So on top of that, we're gonna get the Arachnarok Queen, a very good choice here, and of course we're gonna get the Hammer of Gork, also another fun unit. And let's see, so we got our missiles, we got our pretty solid core here, I would say. And honestly, I don't even know if we're going to need Cav here. I think we should be fine, although I would like to get the Mangy Marauders right here, so I think that's going to be pretty sweet. So a lot of missiles beat the Arachnarok Queen is going to be pretty good, I think. So let's go ahead and start it up, boys. Let's have some fun. Yeah, let's see. Drunk? No, I'm not drunk. I do have, for any of you guys who are curious, I do have a coffee. So we're going hard here, guys. I'll probably be streaming for about 2 hours tonight, so... I don't know how that'll be for you guys. It's not going to be the 4-hour run. 4 hours on Sunday though. We're going deep. So yeah, cheers guys. It's gonna be a fun one. Let's do it to it. Let's have some fun. Yeah. So on Sunday, let me know what you guys think. On Sunday, we're actually going to probably do some giveaways on the stream. So I was contacted by Humble Bundle, and they want to do like a sponsored stream with me, and as such, I'm going to have the resources to essentially buy the full game for someone. So the full $60 game. Like I'll just straight up buy it for someone. So maybe. We'll see. What do you want me to say? Bloody Oath? Can you please say Bloody Oath? Yeah, maybe, man. Yeah. We will see. We will see. So let's do this. This is a pretty fun map. I really like having the Mangy Marauders here. You can start them off on like the high ground and get a pretty good like initial read of your opponent's army and everything. So 1v1 360 no scope. Yeah, hopefully there will be some no-scoping. I mean, I wouldn't imagine the Goblins would excel at no-scoping or anything like that. So this is actually decent, too. Although he might deploy on, like, the far end of the map, which is a little obnoxious. But, if he does, it's whatever. So we'll march, and we'll do what we got to do. So we got the Rusty Arrows. We'll set these guys up in the secondary firing line here. And let's get the Hammer of Gork back just a little bit here. So just like so, we'll get our Orc Warboss in Group 2. Goblin Shaman here. Just back here lurking about. And what's nice about, playing against the Dwarves is you don't really have to worry about, like, siege or not siege, excuse me. You don't really have to worry about, like, protecting your back line. So you can just, like, have a big kind of mouth-breathing front line here and just march straight on. So Yeah, Aaron, it's cool, man. So they want to do a sponsored stream on Sunday. I wanted to actually talk to some of you guys tonight and see what your feedback on that would be. But essentially, they're going to sponsor the stream, and I would give away a free copy of the full game to someone. So I might do that on Sunday. I don't know. I got to follow up with them and see if I want to actually do it and everything. So I think it'd be fun though, right? So 420 no scope. Yes, I agree. So all right, let's get started, boys. Time to focus. So we're just going to march right up the hill. We're going to get the Hammer of Gork firing at the Grumbling Guard right away. We'll get the War Boss going. We'll start circling around his flank here, so just filling him out. So looks like he has a pretty congested Dawi Death Star looking thing going on here, but we're actually just going to start firing in with the Mangy Marauders, and he does have the Goblobber himself, so pretty good choice. We're going to be trading some fire here, and he doesn't know I have my missile units yet, which is nice. And I'm going to get some free pot shots here, which is pretty great. So you can see I'm already doing some pretty substantial damage to these Grumbling Guard. He does have some Rangers back here with great weapons, so got to be careful of those guys. They're just out of range here, so we can actually, you can see if I run a little bit further, and they're not going to be able to hit me. So we can do some good skirmishing here. I kind of wish I had brought like a single group of Goblin Wolf Riders or something, but looks like he's targeting these guys with his artillery, which is pretty interesting. So we're just going to park my War Boss over here, just get ready to go. And the problem with his tight formation that he has right now, guys, is that like my spider summoning is just going to shut down so many missile units. So we're actually just going to keep circling around and being annoying. We're going to fly the Orc War Boss over here as well. And we can do some skirmishing with these Rangers because I believe we do have a range advantage. So we're just going to keep doing that. We're going to get my Spider Queen and go ahead and summon some spiders right on top of these guys just to congest his main line here, which should be pretty solid. So looks like he does have Ulthards or some Rangers in the back line, which is pretty good. So let's go ahead and just get my Black Orcs engaged here. And it looks like he did pop his Rune of Wrath and Rune already, which is not Wrath and Rune, excuse me, but the other variant. So we're gonna go here, summon some more spiders in the back line. Let's just do it right on top of all these Rangers here and just kind of keep running. We don't want to let him get a lot of fire. And let's just start using our Gobos to focus down his Rangers. So we're gonna pull these guys and the Orc War Boss over here, and so far so good, boy. Let's go ahead and use Sneaky Stabbing in the front line, just keep doing our thing. It looks like he is like over focusing the Queen a little bit, so I'm gonna summon another group of spiders right there. Keep the Hammer of Gork focusing on those Grumbling Guard, and essentially let's just go in on these guys. I totally don't think that's probably a decent idea. So we're gonna catch this Itchy Nuisance here on his main core, and you can see my Goblin firing squad is just absolutely devastating a lot of his troops. So we're gonna fire into the Grumbling Guard here and try and rout those guys off. Now we're gonna get the Spider Queen in here. We're gonna use another group of spiders in the back line, just continue pressuring. So the God Emperor having a little bit of trouble here. I think we're getting in deep, although it's pretty hard to tell a lot of times with these like Dawi armies, and you can see he's going to try and go after my lords. So let's go ahead and use Bow Seeker to get out of there. Check for any abilities. I think we're A-okay. So you got to be pretty on top of the Goblin firing squad here. So let's go ahead and summon another group of spiders. Just keep shutting down these Rangers back here, because that's one of the few answers he actually has here against my what's it called, the Arachnar Queen. So let's actually start focusing this Rune Lord. I think that'll be pretty good. We're going to pull the Queen back a little bit. We got my Lord up here. So let's actually go ahead and just start focusing on the Rune Lord here. I think that's going to be a pretty good pick. So we're going to just continue to skirmish. I think our front line is winning. It's hard to tell, but we're going to use Sneaky Stabbing. Yeah, and you can see he's actually doing pretty good here. So we're getting some good focus fire on this Rune Lord. So let's actually pull the Arachnar Queen in and see if we can just kind of snipe it out. And I was a little late on using the wall, so we're going to go ahead and use that right now, which will be a pretty nice little buff. But I'm in the back line, we're doing good, so I'm actually going to charge in here with my my Goblin Wolf Riders and do a little bit of work. And you can see with the armor sundering here, his Lord is in some serious trouble. Like, he's getting punished by this War Boss. He's taking all this missile fire, and now that the Arachnar Queen's in here, I think it's going to be bad. And we also get that rear charge in there, which is pretty nice. So the Black Orcs, pushing through pretty aggressively. You can see he's obviously reacting very, very heavily to this because he's taking a lot of pressure here. So we're just actually going to switch some of our missile fire into these units. We'll put one group on these guys as well. And it looks like his Lord did shatter there, so that's pretty good. So we can probably just shut down these Rangers. And let's see if we can, where do we want to shoot our missiles? We could honestly just start shooting at this Runesmith and just taking out his high value targets. But, guys, I think at this point the game's pretty over. Pretty good situation, a lot of Rangers. So he had a lot of vulnerable spots in his army. But, after I looked at the breakdown of the game, I should be able to give you guys like more insight as to why it went the way it did. But the Mangy Marauder is actually doing pretty good with their little rear charges here and everything. So good stuff, boys. We did it. Nice decisive victory. So no need to save that. I guess I don't need to cast it. So GG, boys. GG. Let's go to the end battle and look at the breakdown screen. So yeah, Black Orcs did pretty good. I mean, big performers. But you guys see how effective that Goblin firing squad is. Like, they just absolutely like dumpster heroic units. They just laid the smackdown on the Grumbling Guard. Good at focusing down enemy missiles just because there's so many of them, and also the poison is quite applicable as well. The Arachnar Queen, pretty good choice. Also, I mean, the spider summoning it just gives it so much protection and sustainability. I was able to summon on a lot of those Rangers and whatnot. So pretty good stuff, guys. So let me go ahead and just look at. You just smoked a. I'm gonna read some comments now. All right, let's see. All right, good stuff. So just smoked a fat blunt and now looking forward to some excellent tactics. All right, boys, let's do it. Skill shots and RTS can be hard to make work. Yeah, I agree, man. I agree. Yeah, I know it's going in the book. I know, man. I know. I accept it. Um, so Petruzzi, to answer your question, I think I mean, depending on the matchups, it's probably more cost effective to just have the regular variants. But personally, I love the poison. I think it's a really nice tool in a multitude of matchups. Just having speed debilitation is really good. And then on top of that, to answer your question again, I think the fact that they remain stealth all the way up until the last second gives your opponent less time to think about it. So I advanced on his army. He probably just thought I had a Black Orc Blob with the Arachnarch Queen, and maybe I had Chevron my units. But then all of a sudden, there's all these missile units, so your opponent has substantially less time to react and kind of make wise decisions pertaining to how he wants to deal with your missile threats. So hopefully that answers your question. But I think it's better to get the stealth. Stealth is just great, and it's not that much more expensive. What is it, like 100 or 75 gold more? Just get the poison, man. It's really good. So that would be my 2 cents. Let's see, a chosen build with Archaon. Yes, I am late, Tom. We are late. We're going big. Hey, what's up? How's it going over in Vietnam, man? Welcome to the party. All right. Hey, Dusan, what's going on, man? Dusan, I probably mangled your name. I'm so sorry, man. Yeah. So let's keep going. So 1 for 1, boys. It's off to a good start. Let's get this stream rolling. I'm gonna continue to have some coffee just so I can stay awake and stay sharp, because sometimes I get sleepy and I just let my back lines collapse. All right, Mr. Jude. Let's do it, brother. So this is the Astalian Tomb. I'm trying to remember. I really need to memorize the maps because it's pretty important, actually. So I will do an Archaon build before the Night's Over mode, but not again. It depends on who he picks. If he picks Dwarves, I will do an Archaon build. So let's go ahead and play. I actually just unlocked the Red Duke. I just grinded through a campaign, even though I don't really like it that much, and I just went ham. So we're gonna play some counts here. We might switch depending on who he picks, but he might stick with the Wood Elves. I'm not sure. So we'll just sit here for a moment. On the next battle, can I do the auto-generate your army? Yeah, Sam, that would actually be a fun idea to do that for the last game of the night. I'll just auto-generate. And, hey Nico, what's going on, man? How's life in Argentina? Hopefully well. Regen armies dominating. Regen armies are very good, but to be honest, Kevin, I'm posting a game tomorrow where I play as the Empire, and I've been having so much success against the Vampire accounts with this Empire build, so I'm looking forward to showing you guys, so stay tuned tomorrow. Yeah, what time is it? 6:20. Oh, perfect, man. Sam, that's great. That's great. He's just sitting on one of the Wood Elf sub factions. What are they called again? I always forget. I'm not even gonna try and say that, but he's sitting on them. I don't know if he's gonna pick an army. I mean, I can pick armies very quick, so I'm not stressing it. But I'm waiting for him to choose, I suppose. So summoning is really strong, but Aaron, the build I've actually been using is so you have halberds in the front line, you have 2 flagellants, you have Boris, you have a light wizard, the Templehof Luminarch, and 2 outriders, and you're able to like net down their lord, snipe it out, and then you use the outriders to take out the Mortis engine before the fighting starts, and it works really well. I've been having a lot of success. It's very, very micro intensive, but if you can pull it off, I think I was 3 for 3 against vampires today, so pretty good fortune with it for sure. Musyun, yeah. Yeah, I don't know what this guy's doing. Is he just gonna? I guess I just have to ready up. So I guess I'm just gonna blind pick an army. He's probably gonna switch on me at the last second, which is unfortunate. But I do have pretty standard armies that I choose that are good in a multitude of matchups. So we're just gonna do this. We'll get 2 Cryptors, I guess, just in case. I don't know who he's gonna play. So we'll get some Skeleton Spears for the flank. So let's see. I probably want to get a Necromancer as well, just for the Bales, for the Unholy Lodestone. I like it quite a bit, and also having that second zombie summon is really, really good. So. A little bit of money left right now. We could get, you see, depending on who he picks, I'd like to, change it up a little bit. Like if he's going with the green skins, I'd like to get some Vargeist actually. But so we have armor piercing. We have a pretty good front line. I could get additional cav, but honestly, I just think Blood Knights and the Red Duke. I can probably honestly put him on the ground, but putting him on the Hell Seed, it really depends on the matchup, I suppose. But let's put him on the ground for now. Hey, what's going on, Omar? Omar, I live in California, so United States, originally from Southern California. So I don't think Grenade Outriders will ever be good, unless they. I mean, obviously they could be changed, but they're just clunky and weird, So let's go ahead and get let's just get a regular Direwolves or something, whatever. Let's just have some fun here. So we'll probably get one more sustainable unit in the front line. Maybe let's just get a Banshee just in case. Oh, not if he's gonna play the Wood Elves actually. So we can get a White King. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know who he's playing yet. So. Yeah, let's just get Vargeist. Screw it. Let's have fun. No, we don't want Vargeist. I will get a Black Coach eventually, guys. I need to test it out before I do it. So let's go ahead and just get another group of Graveguard and just Chevron them up. I think it's pretty safe. So, all right. Well, let's see what he picks. Who knows? Yeah, I'm from California. Yep. Yeah, Alexandria, cool, man. Right on. I've certainly never been there. I haven't traveled much. The only time I've ever really, watch out for getting your lord netted and singled out by AP archers. Thank you. I am on the ground, though, to answer that question. I think he ended up playing the Wood Elves. I didn't even look. But thankfully, the army I picked is kind of anti-Wood Elves. So we should be okay. I wouldn't pick the Blood Knights, probably, against the Wood Elves if I was, like, you know, being more tactical, I suppose. And I think with the zombie spam, I should be able to protect my Mortis Engine. So I'm going to have to be very careful with it. But Mortis Engine's pretty solid. Black Knights with Barding Renown. In the United States, how is it? No, I mean, there have been riots, but, you know, a lot of the kind of the presentations of how the riots have been in the news are extremely inaccurate. Like UC Berkeley, for example, was a big one in the news about, you know, how all these students were rioting about the, you know, inauguration and all this stuff. And I mean, yeah, it really wasn't bad at all. I even walked by with some of my friends, and it was actually fairly calm. So I think there was just, you know, minor situations that were being portrayed as the, you know, huge things that weren't really, you know, didn't really correlate to the reality of the situation. So, anyways, we will go here, and I'm actually glad I brought some hounds. I wish they do have Vanguard. Okay, so that's pretty sweet. So let's actually just Vanguard them back here in the bushes. We'll get back to them in a moment. So let's go ahead and set up our formation here. We got our spears on the flanks to help deal with any big spooky cav that decide to come, any wild riders. And I don't know how I feel about wild riders, but this army's a little bit risky against the Wood Elves because their missile fire can shut down that Mortis Engine pretty aggressively. And if I had known I was facing Wood Elves, I probably would have done a very, very aggressive Air Force because, you know, they're not too hard to shut out of the air, in my opinion, with like some Vargeist and stuff. So let's see, where do we want to Vanguard our hounds? So Red Duke is so freaking cool, though. Like, he's one of my favorite lords. Just like, he looks so freaking awesome, especially when you mix him in with the Blood Knights here. So oh, in Egypt. Oh, I thought you were talking to me. I was like, yeah, it's not that bad. Yeah, looks way younger. Yeah, I'm 28. Yeah, it was about a conservative guest speaker. I think his name's Milo something or other. I don't really care about politics, to be honest. So I used to. I used to be passionate about it, but then I just stopped caring. And you know, I have bigger fish to fry. So all right, boys, it's time. Your wife goes Gobbo Orc. Oh man. Oh my goodness, what did we find in the forest over here? Ore dancers, get out of there. I was like looking down at chat and I almost lost my entire group of pounds. Thankfully we only lost one model, so we're gonna actually run. Look at that, they're already like critical binding. That's so funny. Can we squeeze up here? Can we get past them? Oh, come on boys, come on, you can do it. All right, at least we got that kind of advanced scouting information there, right? So that's good. So we're just gonna get the hounds up and around, and this is going to be very annoying on his back line if he doesn't react. Like, I might be able to collapse on these archers, and it looks like he only has one group. He has more of a Death Star type build, which I actually like. So, hopefully we can actually snipe out his Blade Lord with my Blood Knight and the Red Duke over here. I think that would be pretty prime time. So, I'm taking some missile fire here. I'm just going to continue to scurry in the back line and be annoying. Man, so many Vanguard units. Oh, what the hell? There's so much stuff everywhere. I guess he is the Wood Elf, so he has a ton of anti-large. So we're actually just going to go, like, park near our army. Let's get out of here quick, man. This is some bad news bears. So he's not reacting to the missile units, so we're actually just going to charge in here on them right now and just see if we can get a little cheese. It's a little rushed, but I think we're okay. So the Red Duke was able to get away, thankfully. It looks like he is going to use something, an Awakening of the Wood. I mean, yeah, probably wasted at that point. It does negate the speed a little bit, but still, you know, not the best in my opinion. So at that point, so the hounds get in the back line and they actually do some pretty massive damage. You can see that. So we're actually going to pull them out before my opponent can react and see if we can actually get some sustainable value. So we're going to pull some of these guys over here, and let's actually pull some in Graveguard over here. He's a little bit out of position, so I think we could actually probably summon some zombies right on top of these guys, and we should be okay. So we're going to continue advancing. We do have some skeletons in the flank and everything, so I think we can honestly just slaughter this group over here. So let's go ahead and get everyone chasing them and keep the main group moving forward and just going here. So honestly, yeah, we can just send some spears and some fodder after those guys and just try and crush his main army right now. So we get in here and we want to get the Cryptors focusing on the trees. That's going to be very important here. And also my zombie summoning, we want to get this going right here. We can just use that to kind of separate some of his forces and get that Mortis Engine parked like right in the middle. So the Blood Knights, we kind of want to probably run around here. So let's actually go up through there with the Red Duke and just kind of, you know, try and sneak by if we can. So we do have some skeleton spears here, so we're going to go ahead and get those guys engaged there. And you can see he's like running from my fodder units back there, which is pretty solid. We're also going to use another group of zombie spam on those units here and just sneak my Blood Knights through. Let's actually get the Red Duke going through also. So we're going to use the armor piercing buff on these units. And this Mortis Engine, it's really important that we keep it safe. Like it's essential to our victory for sure. So yeah, let's go ahead and just summon another group of zombies right here because he did kind of get a group through. So we're actually going to detach some of my units here, and you can see the zombies are able to intercept, so that's quite nice. So in the back line, we're going to get through, it looks like. We have some hounds in the back. The zombie spam pretty good. I mean, it's locking these guys down say the least. So we're going to use another group here just to kind of keep these guys trapped. He does use the Prey of Anathrama, but thankfully the Red Duke is able to still get by. So we're going to get him going and get this going here. Let's do that. And then as soon as that's done, we're going to use the Fat Invocation of Nehek on our main army. So we're taking some missile fire, which is definitely unfortunate, but let's go ahead and use a fat heal right here because we really need that Mortis Engine to be alive. We're going to get the Hounds here, and as soon as these Blood Knights get out, we should be fine. Thankfully, the fodder units back here are occupying a lot of my opponent's forces, but that Invocation of Nehek is quite clutch. So right now, we want the Duke to be on the hunt. So let's go ahead and just, yeah, do we want to chase after this Blade Lord? Honestly, I think we can just dumpster his back line right now. So let's go ahead and summon some more zombies right here on some of these troops here. So far, so good, boys. We're having fun. And the Necromancer, yeah, this is great over here. He has so many resources wasted right there, which is huge. So let's summon another group, and the Blood Knights are out now. Oh man, these guys are gonna have a bad day. So the Red Duke, guys, the reason he's such a gangster is because of Elsif. So if you take a look at this, we're gonna use the Elsif to slow this this guy down, and we're also going to use the Von Hell's Danse Macabre and just like speed these guys up. So we have this Vampire Death Squad just chasing him right now. So the Hounds are also still here, so we're gonna use the Hounds, and you can see the Red Duke catches them, and when those Blood Knights get there with that buff, it's gonna be a bad day for them. So let's go ahead and summon another group of zombies just to keep those War Dancers at bay, because obviously the War Dancers are going to be pretty good at cutting through them. And you can see the Cryptors are actually trading pretty well with the Treekin. So we're able to catch his Wizard here, and even though he's getting a little bit of a charge here, that's okay. We can just summon some zombies. So let's go ahead and get the Duke, and we really want to finish his healer because obviously it's pretty essential for the Wood Elf's victory. So Elsif, a very, very good tool, boys. A very, very good tool. So let's go ahead and just push back and get that Glade Lord, and honestly, it should be over at this point. You know, having the Necromancer supporting is really nice because it provides that, you know, sustainability and really allows the Red Duke to run around and do as he pleases. So, yeah, he's my new favorite Vampire Lord, and honestly, like, just in terms of just pure efficiency, just such a good unit. So the Blood Knights, the Goon Squad is doing very good. You can see the Glade Lord, yeah, kind of a tongue twister, just getting absolutely dumpstered. So we're going to use Von Hell's Danse Macabre again on these Blood Knights just to really pack it home. We'll give them some armor piercing and then go ahead and just, you know, have some fun. So Van Hell's is really good against the Wood Elves because it allows you to catch a lot of those pesky units that are otherwise pretty tricky to catch. So the Cryptors, they're all fighting. Okay, good. So we're actually going to split one group here, just go after these guys. And now that he doesn't have any heals, a lot of his army is going to collapse. So let's keep doing it, boys. Let's get his Lord, and unfortunately he does have those Asteroid Spears back here, which are doing pretty good. So, but the Red Duke, again, he has all the utilities of the Vampires. We're going to summon another group of zombies back here, and then as soon as that's done, we're going to use Invocation of Nehek on these Blood Knights, and we should be fine from there. So should be able to finish off these guys, and you can see the balance of power is pretty heavily in my favor right now. So a big reason he lost is because of this. He has two full groups of War Dancers back here. That, you know, he used to deal with skeletons, but a lot of times when people, you know, do those type of engagements, they forget about units. I mean, it's easy to do. I do it quite a bit. I mean, I probably have a unit over here somewhere that, you know, yeah, the Sternsman Sea, for example, they were chasing a unit into the Shadow Realm, and, you know, I wasn't paying attention. But granted, you know, things still went quite well. We finished his Lord, so let's actually just get out of here. We don't want to be back here. So we're just going to go finish off some of these. We don't even want to waste our time with Eternal Guard. So we'll summon another group of zombies, perhaps, or use a big Invocation of Nehek actually in our Death Throw over here. We should probably, you know, a little bit of a sturdier choice. So how are these guys still confident? Like, despite all the variables, they're still confident. Okay, it looks like their leadership is starting to tank. So, yeah, the Red Duke and the boys did pretty good. I mean, they're handling business. We got some Blood Knights coming in, and I actually didn't think Blood Knights would be a great pick, but they actually were really good at hunting. You guys saw that. They just skewered that freaking that healer. So, I do have Elsif again, but he doesn't have any heroic units left. So, yeah, let's see, what did he have in the forest? He's got some Treekins, so we can actually just go ride them down, the Blood Knights. It's a pretty good use of their time, I think. So, he does have some Glade Guard back here as well, I think. Yeah, I'm not sure. So let's actually just go. And the Red Duke needs to hustle. He definitely doesn't want to be caught by these guys. So let's go ahead and just see where he has the last bastion of his troops, kind of. We're just going to summon a group of zombies on them again. Let's go ahead and use the Speed Accelerant and just go here. And it looks like he might be trying to snipe the Red Duke out, so we got to be careful. We don't want to lose that. But looks like it's a shatter. So that's game, boys. That's game. GG. 2 for 2. Let's keep going. So let's take some questions now. I mean, obviously you guys saw the game. These guys are really good against Wood Elf Infantry because they hit pretty hard, and then they also have an anti-infantry bonus. So against the lightly armored Wood Elf Infantry, they're going to be so sustainable. And if you can get away with using a Mortis Engine, it is so worth it, guys. It's like incredible. So good stuff. Hopefully you guys dug that. So Cryptors, great against the Treekin. That's definitely a solid choice for them. They hit hard, they have armor piercing, and they're pretty sustainable. I'm using that word so much, but I am playing the Vampire count, so it makes sense. So, oh hey, my girlfriend's here. She's lurking. She's here, guys, to sow chaos in the chat. So, Vampire armies are cool. Yeah, they're cool. They're strong. Let's see, Vampires are really strong. The zombie spam is, Aaron, I agree. It's pretty absurd. It can be beaten. So, but still, it's very tough to deal with. So, cool. So let's go into another game, guys. How much do I know about Warhammer? So Kevin, I know more about 40k historically. Since playing Total War Warhammer, I've gotten pretty familiar with the Warhammer fantasy lore. But when I was a youngin, like 12 years old, maybe 11, I was playing Magic the Gathering, and then I was also playing the Warhammer 40k tabletop. I had a Space Marines army, so it was pretty fun. But I prefer Warhammer fantasy quite a bit since I've delved into it. I just love the characters. I mean, Warhammer itself, in many ways, is just a multitude of fantasy tropes and stories just kind of mashed into one. Like, for example, Belegar and Skarsnik is simply, Thorin Openshield. Just a lot of those themes are just taken from other, Bretonnia, for example, the Grail, all that stuff. So, yeah, thank you. Well played for sure. A Gabo build. You know what? Airrec 23, someone said that in the last chat that I look like Benedict Cumberbatch, which is kind of strange. But I'll take it. I'll just take it. Hey, David, welcome. Hey, what's going on, Dusan? Serbia? Welcome to the party, man. Been seeing you on the channel quite a bit. Looks like people are waking up. So, a chosen build. Mode. What I'll probably do, if I don't play a chosen build tonight, I actually have a chosen game that I just recorded, and it's ready to be published on the channel. So, yeah, so I'll post it. It was versus the dwarves. It was pretty one-sided, but it was funny. So my entire army was chosen, and then chariots as well. So pretty good stuff. So far, so good, boys. Yes, Harold, I did play StarCraft pretty aggressively. I was Masters. I was like rank 1 or 2 in Masters, not Grandmasters, Masters League. So in my respective division. So I was pretty good. And Warcraft 3, that was my better game. I was actually top ranked in that for a while. But again, esports wasn't that big back then. So yeah, Benedict, sure. Yeah, I've gotten that. Some other people have actually said that I look like Rick Astley. So that's the never gonna give you up guy. This guy's name kind of bums me out. He is playing the Wood Elves. So who do we want to play against the Wood Elves? Do we want to go Dwarves? So this is Marbod's Tomb, so it has a lot of terrain and kind of cover and things like that. So who do you guys want to see? Who would you guys like to see? I'll wait a second because I know there's a delay. So what faction? Do you want to see like Beastmen? Do you want to see Dwarves? I know a lot of people don't like watching Dwarves versus Wood Elves for some reason or other. So Flying Chariots? I could play Empire, but Empire versus Wood Elves is a weird one. I've never really liked that matchup, to be honest. We could do Bretonnia. Do we want Bretonnia? Chaos, maybe? We just go ham in the Chaos realm? Okay, whatever. Let's just go Chaos. It's fine. So, I'm actually going to get Prince Sigvald. So, if I lose, guys, oh, Dwarfs? Okay, you guys want Dwarfs? Okay. Yeah, let's see. I feel better playing Dwarves anyways. High King Thorgrim. We're just going straight Thug Life. So, we're going to get rid of those. We're going to get the 2 Runesmiths. I won't get 3. I'm not going to be that obnoxious. So we're going to get the 2 Runesmiths. On top of that, let's go ahead and get Warriors of Dragonfire Pass and a front line of Dwarf Warriors who are going to be really good here. On top of that, we're going to get 2 Quarrelers here. And do I want to get the Rangers, the Ulthar's Raiders? That's actually not a bad choice against like trees and, heroic units and things like that. So if he does have like a Durthu, that's going to be pretty good. So we're going to get the Goblobber. And then on top of that, do we want to get like a Flame Cannon or something? Empire with Fire Magic, Beastmen. Oh man, so many. Yeah, I think we got more dwarves, but I'll try and play everyone. So, yes. Yeah, listen to the hateful raspberry. That is absolutely true. So, we're gonna get some slayers here. We'll get the grumbling guard, obviously for the vigor aura, but we don't need too much armor piercing. So, let's see. I do want to get like one more siege unit, so maybe we can get like a grudge thrower or something. But so he could deploy off in the forest, which would be pretty tough if I decide to overinvest in siege. So. I don't know. Is he going to go with the tree Death Star? It's kind of concerning a little bit because I don't have too much armor piercing. So, I don't know. He could be stream sniping too. Who knows? But honestly, I don't think there's like enough going on for stream sniping in this this esport community yet. All right. So we could get. Do we want to get a cannon maybe? Do we want like a flame cannon or maybe just a regular cannon even? That probably wouldn't be a bad choice. So let's get a regular cannon. And let's go ahead and chevron it up for accuracy. Might as well, right? And then we'll just get another group of Dwarf Warriors. Can't get enough Dwarf Warriors, especially with Thorgrim. They're pretty strong when they're buffed by him. So let's go ham, guys. Let's do it. Kazuk. Yeah. Yo, do you know this guy, Harold? Oh shit, Ironbreakers. Okay, fine, guys, fine. Man, I'm gonna have to cut so much. So okay, so we're cutting so much just to get you guys your Ironbreakers. Hope you're grateful for this. What do we cut? Oh yeah, that's right. We can cut the chevrons maybe. Oh, we're still just short. This is so obnoxious. Actually, oh no, we can cut cannon chevron. So, man, our army just got a lot smaller, guys. Got a lot smaller. Yeah, Aaron, that's probably true. Yeah, for sure. It's I do get carried away with the streaming. Yeah, it's fun, you know. I'll try and stop by 2. Hopefully my girlfriend will tell me to go to sleep. She'll just call me or shoot me a message. That's my only hope. Otherwise, I'm going to be up all night. And also, Aaron, another thing. I have a terrible wrist problem, like a terrible wrist problem. I actually have like carpal tunnel and wrist tendonitis in my right hand. It's really bad. So I can't play as long as like, you know how some streamers play for like 8 hours a day. Although I could if I did my like rehabilitation exercises, but yeah, I got in a car accident a few years ago and like I lost function in my hand for quite some time. So I'm surprised I'm even able to game at this level. So it actually hurts when I click. Yeah, fun stuff. But you know, the things I do for you guys. So, all right. So this, yeah, so we can put these dwarves. This can be this is a scary front line, guys. This is like an elite Dawi front line here. So we're actually gonna like do our deployment over here because we have a little bit more room. So let's go ahead and put these guys here. Let's put these guys like so. And we can go ahead and set up our cannon and our grudge thrower right here, which should be fine. We're going to keep a group of slayers back here. We usually want to allocate like a group of slayers and dwarf warriors to defense and then just advance with everyone else. That's usually a pretty safe bet, to be honest. So we'll put these guys right here and just go back here and here a little bit. All right, let's get High King Thorgrim over. Probably, yeah, we can put him in the center here. Put a runesmith on each side. And the one thing issue with Ironbreaker, guys, is I did lose out on a lot of the dwarf warriors, so I don't have like as much defense as I would normally like. So we might actually just put these dwarf warriors in the back line and then split the Ironbreakers out quite a bit and just kind of do a bit of a wider stretch like that. I think that should be fine. So I feel better now having those dwarf warriors in the auxiliary like that is pretty nice. So we'll put the cannons in group 2 and the slayers in group 3 and just leave those dwarf warriors in group 4 or something like that. So what's going on? A new box? It's kind of a new box, a little bit. Yeah, it does suck, man. But I mean, I love gaming. To be honest, like if I could do YouTube full time, man, I would just be so excited. Like you guys don't even know. Like, yeah, that would be so freaking nice. It's kind of a Death Star though, because I mean, I have a pretty diverse army though. You guys got to give me credit for that. I do have the Ulthar's Rangers as well as a group of Quarrelers, so I mean, that's pretty good, right? Sleep is for the weak. I agree. I hate sleeping. I hate it so much. Ugh. Like, I mean, I like it in the morning. I'm not a morning person. I sleep in usually, but I have to coach basketball tomorrow, so I have to be at practice at 11 o'clock in Santa Cruz, California, which is about an hour away. So you know, I got things. Of course, there's some forced deployment shenanigans. So we're just gonna kind of reposition here. We'll just get these guys going here, and let's go ahead and just start moving our main army. So hopefully there's no like arrows of Kernus cheese. That would be pretty obnoxious, but still, looks like he's got some Blade Guard back here. And you know, honestly, it's not a complete disadvantage because we can advance over this direction. Just keep some Slayers over here. And the problem is he could, yeah, look, you can see there's some Wild Riders back there with shields, so he didn't hide those very well. So I am aware of their presence. So, but it looks like the main army of his is over here, like his infantry and stuff. So I'm just gonna advance on his infantry corps and just hopefully the Slayers will be enough to protect the back line. So honestly, I might actually leave an extra group of Dwarf Warriors in the back. You know, this group here that was kind of awkwardly mixed in, and just put them in group 4 and use them defensively because I have a lot. Yeah, and you can see there's arrows of Kernus coming from over there. So this is gonna be one of those games where there's like a lot of forest shenanigans and all that kind of stuff. So we're just gonna deploy here just so we can shoot into this valley here. Let's go ahead and get the Slayers and over here, and then get my group 4 infantry here, and hopefully we can get moving, boys. So what do I do for a living? I coach basketball on the side. It doesn't pertain. Well, it doesn't. I'm an athletic director, so I run sports programs. Just across several counties here. So basketball, flag football, bocce, soccer, floor hockey, you know, a bunch of different stuff. So always a good time. So he does have the double arrows of Kernus cheese, which is so obnoxious. It's probably one of my least favorite things is like the fact that that can just be spammed so aggressively. So, you know, it is what it is though. You can't win them all though, guys. So let's go ahead and just start focusing back here, and we can get this other cannon shooting into here as well. And you know, just start firing and just doing our thing. So we do have these Dwarf Warriors here and a group here, and so yeah, we have a pretty healthy little defensive formation. You can see the Waystalker over there, but guys, from my experience, you just need to kill their main armies and just, you know, win based on just, you know, army losses, because you're not going to catch those Waystalkers in the forest. There's no way, not with the dwarf army. So we're going to take some serious losses, but hopefully we can return the favor a little bit and get a little bit of damage in. So we'll get this cannon shooting in. You can see there's actually some good contact right there. So at least we're trading now, so it's not like completely one-sided. And I did allocate a lot of resources to defending here, so hopefully we should be fine. He does have those Wild Riders over there, so if we're going into the forest, guys, I mean, I don't like it, but it needs to be done. So Yeah, I know. I need to kill these elven scum. This is like my least favorite thing in the game. Is like when they hide arrows of Kernus in the forest. It's just it's so obnoxious. So we're just gonna continue shooting, and now his army's starting to appear, which is good. So once we get sight, there will be a little bit of consistency. So the guard sword is still firing. This cannon is, yeah, we can kind of do a little bit of crossfire here and maybe start shooting at these guys. That could be fine. So looks like, did he get a flock of doom here? Interesting. So I mean, it's definitely taking advantage of the situation here, and let's go ahead and get a Rune of Wrath and Rune on these guys here. Go ahead and get our missile units firing, and yeah, we should be able to do okay, actually. So we do get a little bit of skirmish damage going on, which is good. Looks like he is advancing out into the main valley, so we're just going to go back out that way and meet him, which is fine. I don't mind. We got some free damage on those Wild Riders, and, you know, let's go ahead and start shooting over here and shooting over here. So my cannon is a little awkwardly positioned, so we're going to reposition that, move these guys here, and just do that. A lot of kind of, you know, piddle paddling around, you know, in this matchup, you know, especially on this map when there's all this like kind of, you know, weird forest terrain and whatnot. But, you know, we should be able to meet him, relatively speaking, in the open field and do pretty well for ourselves. So you just get these Wild Riders in. I wasn't braced for it, but, you know, I don't mind because the Slayers can come in and hopefully do well. So he should have another group of Wild Riders coming around the back, but the Slayers, you know, they should you know, do their thing. So thankfully we were able to defend that. And now our cannon, let's go ahead and just start shooting at these guys and just keep the Godlobber firing into his main army. So we probably want to shut down his missiles. I think that's a little bit of a better choice. Although, are those just regular Blade Guard without armor piercing? Oh, actually, so we'll just keep shooting at these infantry then, just kind of ignore that. So we're getting some shots into the forest and actually hitting them, which is great. So so far so good, guys. A little bit wild, but I think we can win the main battle. We're taking some massive losses though, so it's this is a bad map for sure for this particular matchup, but you know, it is what it is, boys. So we're having fun, we're doing our thing. So let's actually just start shooting in here on some of these guys and just advancing our main army. So right now we're going to switch our missiles into group 5 and kind of posture them up right here. Just kind of shoot, stick and move, stick and move. Let's go ahead and get a Rune of Wrath and Rune going. And our infantry corps, even though it is beat up, I think we can win this. So it's not letting me path my army like I usually do, which is kind of strange. So, oh well, it's fine. He does have some Wild Riders coming in the flank, so we're going to go ahead and get these guys going here. We'll pull these guys as well and just start moving, guys. So yeah, here we go. So our missile units are in range now, so we can start shooting. It looks like he's going to kite out a little bit, but he is taking damage from my, my missile units and my cannon. Hopefully we can find some of those Wild Riders back here and start shooting at these guys. So we're still defending pretty well here. It looks like he is going to try and swoop in and, catch me off guard, but, we're paying attention. So we're still moving forward. He's going to run, and it looks like finally I was able to get my pathing back online here. So let's go ahead and have some of my missile units maybe shoot here. Do we want to use that to shoot at the Wild Riders? I do have the cannon applying pressure, so that's probably fine. So just continue using the Godlobber here. We'll route some of these units, hopefully. So no, we don't want to move those guys. We want to keep these guys here. So all right, so let's go ahead and check our missile units here. We do have group 5, and we can probably switch them on. It looks like he's just kind of sticking and running and using the what's it called? What's that ability called? Flock of Doom? So yeah, Flock of Doom is doing pretty well for my opponent here. But the cannons are actually doing okay work. I think they're trading with some of these Wild Riders back here. So let's go ahead and see where he is right now. So we'll shoot into the forest here and, just do our thing. And we're actually able to get some of these Wild Riders down. So even though it doesn't look like it, he is taking losses, which is good. And let's go ahead and get my missile units firing and just have them go after some of these guys here. And just try and catch his army here, which is going to be pretty tough. But if we can get some of these spears, I think we should be okay. We'll go ahead and use a Rune of Wrath and Rune here. And let's go ahead and use this other Rune of Wrath and Rune. Do we want to use it? No, we don't want to use it on the same target, obviously. But now my Corlers are in range. They're doing pretty good. So it's pretty important that I keep these cannons online. So let's go ahead and shoot at these Wild Riders here. Let's get these guys positioned here. These Slayers are chasing a little bit aggressively, but if he's not paying attention, he might actually lose those right now. So, yeah, we could actually collapse on some of these missile units. That's probably fine, and just force his main army, because if we shut down the missiles, I think that's probably a little more cost effective. So let's go ahead and get these guys shooting at some of these internal guards here, and we're actually just going to start chasing. So we'll go over here with these guys, and all right, so let's go back to our back line here. The Arrow of Kernus guy is coming out, but the cannons are doing pretty good here. Unfortunately, these guys got a little bit out of position, so let's actually go ahead and mark these guys with Ulthar here. Let's pull this Runesmith back, and definitely was a little sloppy with my micro there, but it's okay. So we'll get this cannon shooting there as well. So we are able to catch some of those troops, which is nice. We're getting separated quite a bit, so we might just want to pull back here and kind of regroup the main area. Definitely this map is pretty obnoxious for sure, with all these like forests and everywhere to hide. So he does have his Waystalker coming in. These Slayers got a little overzealous here, so we'll go ahead and pull them back and just get our main army going. And we're actually able to do really good and put a beating on these guys. So not a bad trade actually. We traded a few Thunders, but Flock of Doom still just continue to do some pretty substantial HP damage. So we're just gonna pull our forces back and regroup and hopefully do okay. So the cannon trading pretty well with these guys, and honestly this might go to a draw. I mean, just the way it's looking right now. So it looks like that's pretty funny. This guy's just chilling right here. So we're going to start focusing these guys here. We're going to get our main army here. We're going to degroup them just so I can path them a little smoother. We do still have some infantry here, but again, not the best situation. But he's just hiding over in the shadow realm over there. My cannon, let's see where it's shooting right now. So It looks like he is bringing in his Waystalkers. Oh, it's because they ran out of ammunition. That's pretty funny. So we're going to continue to come back. The Slayers actually get a nice wrap on these Wild Riders, which is a great trade for me. So let's just continue to do it. And yeah, he took some losses there. He took some losses for sure. So, and Dwarf Warriors engaged here. I mean, obviously not the best situation, but, you know, it could be much worse. So we're just going to defend our artillery and just try and get as much value as we can out of these bad boys. So we are running out of ammunition, relatively speaking, here. So we're actually going to start shooting on these Glade Guard over here and start shooting our cannon over there as well, because we have some good targets here. So we're going to regroup here, and just kind of, you know, get everything back online. And it looks like, is he using another Flock of Doom there on these Norgling's Ironbreakers? They're still confident despite all this, actually. So that's actually pretty funny. So he is coming in with these Wild Riders again. So let's actually get our Rangers and start shooting at them there. We can do that and just get ready to go. And let's actually pull these Slayers in, and we'll also use a Rune of Wrath around here. So this might be a draw, because I think he's just going to hide. Who knows? But no, this has happened to me, you know, quite a bit. You know, it's part of the game, but, you know, there you go. So all those Wild Riders are just taking a beating. So we don't want to use the satchel charges there, but our Rangers do a pretty good job. So let's actually go ahead and get our missile units firing at his guys here. Our Grudge Thrower is actually, yeah, it's shooting at some of these missile units, which is pretty good. So we might actually take our infantry at this point and just kind of hide them, to be honest. So let's go here. Looks like I did miss him a little bit here, but he's going to have trouble killing my heroic units, I think. That's going to be a big, you know, part of it. So he does get an engagement there, but again, he's starting to take some losses here. The Rangers, not in the best shape, so let's go ahead and just pull them back. They definitely don't want to be trading fire like that. And over here, I think we're okay. He's going to have to advance his main army eventually, and they have taken some damage, so yeah, the Wood Elves it's definitely tough to deal with right now, because, I mean, you know, the positioning of all this, and I mean, what I would want to do if I really wanted to 100% win this is just go not win, but at least, you know, not lose. It's just a turtle essentially. So you know, it's tough, but, you know, I don't want to play that way. So we're gonna go ahead and get a Rune of Wrath and Ruin, just run it over here. We'll get our other guy here. He's not quite ready, but these spoilers we can position here, and yeah, you can see these Ironbreakers are just having a bad time. So Durthu actually emerges from the forest, interestingly enough. So let's get this cannon and start shooting at Durthu. That's fine. So that's pretty funny. I like was not expecting Durthu to just pop out of the forest, you know. So we'll pull these guys back here, and yeah, let's just kind of do a little bit of a tactical retreat here. So yeah, I might actually lose this right now. It's hard to say. The map was really like a really tough situation, I think. So we're gonna engage over here and just kind of start a little bit of a Death Star here. So the cannon, though, we're gonna just keep that on Papa Durthu, or wherever he went. He is actually running in the forest. So, but thankfully we have something we can engage on now, and he's almost out of missiles. So the Slayers are actually, you're gonna cut these guys down pretty effectively, I would say. So we'll use a Rune of Wrath and Ruin here. We're gonna get High King Thorgrim in here as well. We're gonna get this Runesmith here. Go ahead and use a Rune of Wrath and Ruin there. Just kind of engage across the board, guys. So finally we're getting to fight, which is good. Still though, I don't feel like terribly confident. Durthu is over there kind of derping around, so thankfully he's not like engaging in the main force. I think he's a little afraid of the cannon. So we do have High King Thorgrim, and you can see his troops are getting cut up pretty good. So pretty interesting fight for sure. You know, kind of wild, but this map was really conducive to my, you know, opponent's strategy. So, you know, well played. You know, can't knock him for it, I guess. But it is a little tedious. I could just turtle in the corner and go for a draw, but that's kind of trollish. So we're going to collapse on his main army. We still do have some Dwarf Warriors fighting. We do have the two Runesmiths as well. So let's go ahead and just, you know, stay on top of using those guys. Keep that cannon firing at Big Papa Durthu, and you can see he's actually taking some big HP damage. So the Goblobber was out of ammunition anyway, so I didn't really mind, you know, throwing that to the dogs essentially. So we're doing pretty good here. We're getting through a lot of his units. We are taking missile fire. Hopefully they're almost out of ammunition. Thorgrim's still eager. We are going to start having army losses issues at some point though. So we will use another Rune of Wrath and Ruin here in a moment. Some of these Wild Riders. Let's go ahead and use it on that right there, which should be pretty good. So Rangers came back, which is great. So we're going to run them over here. We do have 9 Slayers fighting, and my opponent's army here is starting to, you know, crumble. I mean, they're all shaken, and, you know, they're taking a bit of damage, and Thorgrim's in good shape. So not a bad situation there by any means. We're going to get these guys up and around over here. These guys are fighting. These Dwarf Warriors are wavering, which is unfortunate. And I wish High King Thorgrim, you know, his leadership thing was triggered right now, the High King buff. But yeah, you can see like his troops are going to break here, and he's going to run out of ammunition. He's going to have to pull Durthu and the Waystalkers in. So it's going to be a pretty goofy match as long as I don't break from army losses. So yeah, you can see we essentially kill everything here, and we should be able to get this Waystalker, to be honest. So High King Thorgrim's in great shape. So he is charging in with some more units. Durthu is coming in here. So we're actually going to hopefully get these Rangers to get some free missile shots on him here. So you need to be very good about using the Rune of Wrath and Ruin here. My guys are still eager. It looks like, are we able to kill that guy? Or yeah, it looks like he broke. So that's pretty good. We do have a Rune of Wrath and Ruin here, so let's go ahead and use that. Let's get these guys firing at Durthu. So we'll have them get marked, and then they're just going to fire. And yeah, pretty good, boys. So let's actually just go after Durthu right now. Just use our troops here. So very atrocious game, but, you know, even though it might seem like stressful and, you know, unwinnable at some points, like sometimes you just got to go deep, guys. And I mean, we're probably still going to lose this, to be honest, but, you know, we got to try. we got to try, you know. So if we can get Durthu, honestly, I think a lot of his army might break. So it looks like he's going to use the Lamentation right now, which is pretty good. We do have a Rune of Wrath and Rune, so if anything like comes our way, we should be able to just pop them with it and just break them essentially. So they're getting some good armor-piercing damage. So let's actually just get this Waystalker right now, because he's going to run with Durthu, and we should be able to engage here. So let's actually go here, and I would really like to keep these Ulthar's Raiders here. And he's just about to run out of missiles also, so yeah, I hear you, man. I hear you. So let's keep going ham. We might be able to get this guy actually, which will be really nice. So you can see he's actually running right now. So he's actually exhausted. My troops, they're very tired. I don't know if he's going for a draw or what he's doing, because he's going to have to come in here and fight me eventually. So we're going to keep the Raiders running. We don't want these guys to take missile fire because they're going to be pretty essential. They still have really good ammunition. So if we can actually chase this guy off the battlefield. Oh, do we have some more units? Some Coilers come back? That's huge. And also my Dwarf Warriors here. They're actually shaken but still fighting. So I guess we might just go for a draw, guys. Yeah, I think we can honestly win this. Like, he doesn't have any density left. Like, and I have 2 full runesmiths. I have Thorgrim. So we're gonna just chase this guy off the battlefield. I don't know if he must be going for a draw. Still 7 minutes left, so yeah. I mean, I honestly think I could win this. Durthu's low, you know, well, quote unquote low, but you know, he's coming right now. Okay, good. He wants to win, but we got to get rid of this Waystalker. That's pretty important here. So we're gonna keep chasing here. Just keep doing our thing. Yeah, although, I don't know, he does still have the Spellslinger with the Lure of Life, so a lot of his troops are wavering, though, so that's probably fine. Deploying by the back, or chasing to the back of the map is a bit of a risky play, simply because if, you know, for example, we're not able to push him off the map, he might actually be able to outrun us and just go around that way, which is tough, so this is actually not a bad place to make our last stand, because I don't want to chase him to the edge of the map and then have my units route off the map really quick, so let's go ahead and just keep doing our thing here. We're going to get our Coilers firing on some of his units. Oh, damn, that's too bad, so they did break there, so we're going to go here. We're going to pull these guys back just a little bit, and let's go ahead and use the Rune of Wrath and Rune. Are they wavering? Looks like they're wavering a little bit, so he's hesitant to come to the forest, rightfully so. So we're going to have these guys start throwing their axes here, and we'll get these guys all advancing here on the main army. And it does look like he gets a Lamentation of Despair. Doesn't really hit anything, which is good. So let's go ahead and use a Rune of Wrath and Rune there. We'll use one on this group here. And honestly, that should bring them pretty close to breaking. So unfortunately, you know, he does have that guy coming back. The Rangers, we might just want to honestly pull into melee, but High King Thorgrim, you know, they're going to be able to break up these infantry pretty well. And I do have the Rune of Negation and these other, you know, pretty decent stats. I would have liked to have saved the Rune of Wrath and Rune for those Wild Riders, but, you know, to be honest, I think we just really, you know, needed to just get fighting. So very big blob right now. My troops are eager. So, you know, the army count's pretty similar. He's being very conservative with Durthu. He might actually be able to win just by terror route right now. So, yeah, we're doing it. We're having fun, guys. So let's keep doing it. This map was really tough, though. My goodness, like I was not having a good time on this map, just with all that terrain and just shenanigans going on here. So my guys are still confident, actually, despite all this. So I don't know how. We are going to have Runes of Wrath and Rune here relatively shortly, and a lot of his troops are wavering, interestingly enough. So when Big Papa Durthu gets in here, though, that's going to be a little tricky, and he does get the Sword of Daith as well. So let's go ahead and make sure to use that on some of these big blob troops here. Let's go ahead and use that on a separate group. We don't want to target the same group, so let's go ahead and target this Blade Guard there. And we can probably honestly just try and get Durthu down and just try and break him. Because when High King Thorgrim gets low and his leadership drops below 50%, he will proc that buff. But yeah, you see the terror route? I think if he had done this earlier, he probably would have been fine. But, you know, a lot of his troops are pretty low here, guys. I don't know. Hard to say. And look, Durthu's actually taking quite a bit of damage from High King Thorgrim. So, yeah, you can see he even backs out, actually, which is pretty crazy. Another Runesmith came back, which is really bad for him. Although he does have these Wild Riders coming in. But thankfully, I don't know if they'll be able to get much of a charge here, which is good. And some Dwarf Warriors coming back from route. I just need those Runes of Wrath and Rune, guys. That's what I need. And we do have his caster kind of trapped here. So maybe High King Thorgrim can pimp slap that guy. I'm not 100% sure. So we do have runes coming up in about 10 to 12 seconds. So we're doing it, boys. We're doing it. High King Thorgrim's just being an absolute boss. And my opponent's troops are like shaking and stuff. What is going on here? I feel like we should have lost this already. I honestly do not know how we are still in this, even after all that. But again, it's just a testament to the dwarves. So let's go ahead and just Wrath and Rune them all, boys. And Durthu's coming back, so we need to target Durthu down. Let's go ahead and use the leadership up, which is going to be pretty nice for keeping that guy in the battle. And if we can like chunk Durthu with like 1 or 2 auto attacks, you can see a lot of my opponent's troops are breaking. Man, High King is just being such a gangster right now, guys. What a game, huh? What a game. So we're doing our thing here, and he does trigger the High King buff right now. So again, all my guys are immune to psychology. Durthu is very low. We might be able to get him here. I don't know. It's hard to say. He's steady. He's staying. If that other Runesmith comes back from the terror route, I think we got this. So, yeah, High King Thorgrim's steady, though. That's really bad. And Durthu is... Honestly, I'm tempted to even use Rune of Wrath and Rune on him. So we get our guys back. Let's use the damage. Oh, damn it. Did he break? Yeah, he broke. So he's exhausted. So obviously that's a pretty substantial factor there. So we do have this other guy here, and he does have a Rune of Wrath and Rune up relatively shortly. A lot of my opponent's troops break. Guys, is this happening right now? Is this happening? Are we winning this game? After all that trolling and just being arrowed of Kernist in the forest. I can't believe this is actually happening. If we win this, that is going to be incredible. So, what is happening? Did Durthu shatter? Did we freaking win that? Did we win that, guys? I can't believe it. I can't believe we just won that game. Like, I feel like I gotta cast that separately. So, let's just call it cast. That has to be casted. I can't believe we just won that game. That's incredible, man. That his name must be accurate now, man. I can't believe that. That's nuts, man. I'm telling you guys, High King Thorgrim is just such a thug. With that freaking, you know, when his leadership tanked, it made my other units, like, you know, so much stronger. Man, can't believe we won that. That's incredible, right? That one needs to go to Reddit for sure. What can you say? Never give up. You know, never underestimate the dwarves. We fight to the end, boys. We fight to the end. So that should teach him for Kernist trolling in the forest. I hate that. I mean, look, from a tactical perspective, his strategy was sound and was executed pretty well. I mean, yeah, like, you can't knock the guy. He played really good. So Kazook, boys, Kazook. That's right, Kazook. All right, let's go ahead and let's do it. Actually, I feel like I need to rest. Let me do a few hand stretches and take questions. So, thank you, Dusan. Appreciate it, man. We gotta do our dwarf people proud. You know, I'll be streaming again on Sunday too, by the way. So, yeah, he played really well that game. Petrucci, is that how you would say it? Shout out, please. Hey, man, how's it going, James from New Zealand? Welcome to the party, man. I'm glad to have you here. It's always a good time. It's always a good time. Dawi power forever, but welcome, James. Shout out anytime. Also, guys, if you're looking for some tournament play, the Total Warhammer Cup #3 is going to be tomorrow. I'm not going to be playing in it because I have to coach my basketball practice, but I will be casting some of the games afterwards, so should be fun. Mr. Jup, to answer your question, I have not played any custom maps yet, but you know, I will be doing so soonish. So BC's next. All right, so let me just do some hand stretches here. It won't take long, guys. I promise I'll get back to the games. Future plans for strategies and gimmicks? A beard and Viking helmet? Yeah, I feel like I should, right? No, I do. Shamwow, was that you I was playing? Was that someone in chat? Was it? I don't know, maybe. Yeah, dwarves are just so cool. All right, thank you, Ryan. Appreciate it, man. Let's go ham. Let's do it. I like streaming on YouTube. Yeah, I do. Any tips for beating the vampires as Beastman? I haven't done that matchup much. Hey, Book, welcome. Well, I guess that was a good way to start, right? With that last game. All right, so this map is more my style. Open field, straight to business. So who do you guys want to see this game? Is there any preferences? We could do Chaos. We could do Empire. Do we want to do Empire maybe? Or I mean, if we just want to be cheese lords and win every game, probably just play Vampire counts and just spam zombies all night. But that's not fun. So go all Minotaurs? No, that's not good. That's not good, boys. We could do it. Man, my Empire isn't very good. I need to work on my Empire for sure. So he's playing Empire. So we could do Dwarves. I feel like you guys are probably sick of Dwarves, right? Let's do Beastmen. Why not, right? Okay. So we're going to do Morkur for Staff of Ruinous overpoweredness. We're also going to get a Bray Shaman with the Lore of Beasts. It's pretty essential here. Although I don't... Oh, he switched to Dwarves. So, okay, we can do... Do you guys want to see Dwarves versus Beastmen? I feel like that's going to be fun, right? So, Morkur, we're going to get the triple Gorbel, which is definitely the way to go here in this particular setup here. We're going to get rid of the Foe Seeker simply because I forget to use it. It's not terrible, but I'm just not good about remembering. So, we're going to get those guys and then just 2 Gore Herds to kind of fill it out so I have a little bit more army density. We're going to get a Razor Gore Chariot. Let's go ahead and get some Harpies. And do I want to get some missile units? I probably do. So, let's see. What do I want to cut here? So, I got the Chariot. I know you guys love your chariots. Gorbel, Trip Gorbels, yeah. Didn't Heir of Carthage start that? I think he started the whole Gorbel for president thing. So, hey, take care, Dylan. Have fun at work, man. Have a good one. Good luck, and we'll see you next time. So let's see here. So we got our chariot. I do want some missiles though to like help these Harpies in case he gyrocopter spams. So let's actually cut these guys. Let's get another missile unit here. Maybe do want to. It's a pretty open map, so I feel like we don't want to use too many. I could get like 2 groups of Harpies. I do like them quite a bit. But that's such a small infantry line in the front. We could get some Ungors, but man, I really feel like I could get rid of a Gorbel. Let's do that, because I need more army density, guys. It's a little light, so we're just gonna get these guys here. Yeah, let's just go get ham here. Hopefully it'll work out. These Ungors, if he goes really heavy in gyrocopters, I'm hoping the Harpies can deal with it, but it's an open field map, so I'm gonna take siege fire before we get close. So it's a little bit tricky, but what can you do? So Beastmen versus Dwarves, yeah, it's tough. Yes, yeah, Sam, I'll play Mel Gibson. Yeah. Mel Gibson's probably my favorite Lord of the Wood Elves. So I mean, I love Durthu though too, but Mel Gibson's hilarious, and he does cause terror too, and he's so fast, so you can kind of like spam him around and do a lot of like fancy terror strategies and things like that. So okay, this is actually not bad because I do have this high ground here. So what I like to do here, guys, is use the chariots and actually run it around this little lip, so it'll protect from cannon fire. But if he deploys over here, that as a dwarf player, if you're playing against any faction, you just probably want to deploy over here. You don't want to try and fight for this hill as the dwarves. You're too slow. So why do I always oh ShamWow, was that us just playing right now? Was that was a good game, dude. ShamWow, that was really good, man. It was stressing me out the whole time. That's like one of my least favorite things to fight, though. I gotta be honest. Like the freaking arrows of Kurnus in the forest, it just drives me nuts as the dwarves, because there's nothing you can do about it. You just have to take it like a man and march around. It's real tough. So let's just do a little vanguard over there. Why not? That'll be fun. We'll put the Gorbel Goon Squad over here. We'll put one here and one here. All right. So again, we got a pretty heavy armor piercing contingent, and these guys we're gonna deploy over here so they don't take cannon fire initially. Put these guys in group 4. So yeah, Sham. I think Sham was the elf. Yeah, makes sense. Well, yeah. I mean, not Manfilth technically. I mean, what do the Beastmen call the dwarves? Do they have like a name for him or something, like a pet name? I don't know. I feel like they would, right? So these guys would be group 2. So yeah, let's do it. Let's have fun, guys. I think we're good. The chariots are really good against the dwarves. So slaughter stunties. Yeah, we are. Oh boy. Yep, he did exactly what you should do. So look at this, guys. I'm clicking to deploy my army, like, and it's just so screwed up, the UI. Look at that. Look at how that deploys. It's just so fucked. So we're gonna do just like that. All right, so we're gonna go around there, get the Harpies going this way. So for any of you guys, yeah, so I was contacted by these guys should be running. What are they lazily walking? Aren't they running? There we go. So yeah, guys, I was contacted by a Humble Bundle, and they want to do like a sponsored stream with me on like maybe I might even do it this Sunday. So we might be doing some giveaways because of them, because they're going to contribute to the channel or to the stream. So stay tuned, guys. It'll be fun. Yeah, meat's back on the menu. Yes, Anna, you are correct. Meat is indeed back on the menu. So Dawi meat. I'm sure it's rough and chewy and all that other stuff. So. So he does he have a cannon? He has a cannon. So as long as his chariot, we can take like a pretty aggressive angle here. Why are my guys walking so slow? My army is so derpy right now. I'm actually just gonna degroup them and just march them as like a blob like this, because the pathing was just so ugly on them. So we're just gonna keep going like this. We're gonna get our missile troops. We're actually gonna run them down the flank. And when the fighting gets close, we're actually gonna engage them both on we probably want to engage in that Godlobber and just try and shut it down. So he does have Slayers over here though, so I need to be careful because they can chase down my missiles if I'm not careful. So let's go ahead and do that and put these guys in group 2, and that should be fine. So I guess I can take questions, guys. Yeah, we're going. So I love Lord of the Rings. Oh my goodness. Me? I have weird fetishes? Oh man, I guess so, huh? We're rolling. We're going deep, boys. We're going ham. So you see how and it's like screwing up my grouping and everything. Ugh, man, goodness gracious. Let's put these guys in group 5. So actually, they should be in group 2. These guys should be in group 5. Who cares? There we go. That's fine. So then these guys can degroup. I have plenty of time to do this since we're just kind of. I'm not even looking at what's happening in the game. So all right. So I'm now taking cannon fire. He is shooting at Gorbel. So Gorbel's going to serpentine a little bit, and he'll waste quite a bit of ammo. If you run like sideways like this, it's pretty hard to actually hit those guys. So the chariots are over here, and we have some. Oh man, this is going to be. If he's not paying attention, it's going to be a really bad day for him. So Gorbel's taking on the fire like a champ. You can see he's running sideways, doing his thing. We're going to get these guys a little bit closer. And the one problem with what my opponent did in deploying in the far corner of the map is, did I forget the Harpies? Yeah, I did. Thank you, guys. So if he gets like routed quickly, or any of his troops, they'll break like very fast. So we're going to pull these guys. We don't want to get caught out too quickly, but you can see he's pulling the Slayers away to the chariots, which is actually really good because it's going to open up my missile play here. So we're going to continue going. Also, another nice thing is like by the time Morkar gets here, the armor piercing, or excuse me, all of his summons are going to be ready. So we're actually going to engage right here on these missiles. I'm tempted to actually engage on these Boilers, but I think shutting down the Goblobber is going to be pretty nice. So some of his troops are in open field, some Iron Breakers. We're actually going to just pull back here and you know, he has the Grumbling Guard here. Oh, Grumbling Guard are the best choice for Chariots. That's a really good choice. So we're going to engage Gorbel right here. We're going to get the Harpies probably ready to shut down the cannon, and now we're going to be able to shut down these. So things are going pretty good here, I would say. Things are going pretty good. Although we probably want to wait a little bit with the Harpies, I think, and just kind of keep dancing around, skirmishing. You can see the missile fires opening up. Some of my infantry line is almost here, which is nice. And we're doing some pretty good work, but oh man, he has Rangers there. So we're actually going to run back, kite back a little bit. We do have a Gorbel here on guard duty, so let's actually engage those Rangers there and then also use these missile units to engage on them as well. So right now, we're probably going to go to shut down the Goblobber here. The Chariots, I got a little bit lazy on, but that's okay, boys. We're fine. So we're going to engage here, we're going to engage here, and we're going to engage here. So yeah, I'm feeling pretty good about the situation. We're getting in here. The Rangers are taking, you know, that armor-piercing fire, which is really nice. We're also going to use the Staff of Ruinous Corruption in the back line here. And let's go ahead and just run these Chariots right into these troops here. So we're actually going to use the Gorbel to get into those Iron Breakers. We're going to pull the Chariots over a little bit to the left and just engage. Let's actually engage right here, and perfect. So we're getting a good engagement here so far. So let's go ahead and shoot here. We do have Gorbel just, you know, fighting against the Dragonback Slayers are here, which is tough. So we're going to get him out of there. Second Gorbel, he needs to get in there ASAP against those Iron Breakers. And the Chariots, you know, I need to find a place for him. It's a little bit awkward right now. So, oh man, look at that. So we're going to get these guys on the Iron Breakers actually. So that's going to be pretty good. So we do get the Chaos Spawn in here. So we're actually going to run them into these troops here. We're going to get more Morker engaged here. And all right, so things are rolling, boys. So the Dragonback Slayers are pretty aggressively chasing, so we're going to run these guys over here. And just this Gorbel is going to have to take a beating for a second, but we're just going to continue to path him around, use those buffs. Morker's in pretty good shape. He's fighting against a Rune Lord, which isn't the best, but yeah, I need to get these Chariots like online ASAP because they're not being effective. So we're going to run into the back line here, and hopefully we can get on some of these troops actually. So the Harpies are back. Let's go ahead and engage them here, and yeah, let's just keep running from those Slayers. I don't mind doing that at all. So let's go ahead and use Apocalyptic Vision, and the problem is the Spirit Essence of Chaos isn't as good. Let's go ahead and charge into the back of these Iron Breakers because they're kind of like engaged with my other troops here, and you can see that cannon is doing pretty well against Gorbel. So let's go ahead and get these guys on the cannon, and we'll get him through as well. And Morker, he's actually taking a little bit of damage here, surprisingly. So my Chaos Spawn were able to do pretty good work, though. But man, that cannon is just doing some serious work here. So you can see the Chariot doing some really, really solid work. We're going to just continue to ride through onto some of these Coilers here. Morker does have regeneration, thankfully. So, you know, it's not a bad situation. Finally, we're able to get those darn Chariots on. And you can see, so we want to run one group this way and run one group that way. You don't want them, like, going after the same target. So now we'll get these guys on the Iron Breaker. And, you know, we should probably pull our Gorbels, to be honest, and just get them on his Lord. So that's going to be a pretty good trade for us. So Chariot in the back line engaging. So we're going to pull it into these Longbeards, see if we can just continue to, you know, run through a lot of his troops. And Morker's actually steady now. So we're going to pull him back a little bit, get the Gorbel on his Rune Lord, and just continue to do our thing. So this Gorbel's having a hard time, though, for sure. And our missiles, now they're doing okay now. So now we can do a little bit of crossfire action. Actually, I might actually pull these guys over here and just have them go after some of these Rangers. So Chariot's doing a good job. Let's go ahead and just charge back into, yeah, it does have the Dragonback Slayers, but let's get into the back of these Grumbling Guard right here. And now if we're able to kill his Rune Lord here with this Gorbel and Morker, I think we might be okay. So yeah, we actually get a Spirit Essence of Chaos right there, which is going to be really essential to, you know, pulling this one out. So we're going to target the Slayers here and just continue to fight, and we're going to get Gorbel and just use his mobility to swing him around. Yeah, that Spirit Essence is going to be really big. So we get another group of Chaos Spawn here, and to where do we want to charge him? A little bit of lag. So these Chariots going into the back of these Grumbling Guard here are going to be pretty nice. Fire bar's even, though. It's very even, guys. So yeah, oh, this is great. The fact that his Lord is isolated is going to be pretty backbreaking, because then we can just move on and kill the Runesmith after that. We have some good missile fire going on. These guys are just, you know, occupying some Dwarf Warriors in the back. So far, so good. So we need to finish that guy. We can't let him escape. So this Gorbel's coming in hot, and we do have a little bit of a sandwich maneuver coming on here. And now we have a pretty healthy core of units here. That Chariot getting in the back of those Grumbling Guard was really nice. So let's pull them into those Rangers over there. And I think we should be able to finish his Rune Lord right here. So another Staff of Ruinous Corruption. Let's go ahead and just summon them. Let's do it. We don't have a lot of time for games, so we need to finish this Rune Lord ASAP. Thankfully, Morker does have regeneration, so it's not like a completely bad shtick. So we do get those Chaos Spawn right there, who are going to, you know, obstruct those units, and also the Chariots get in there and do some pretty good work as well. So let's slam them into the back of these Longbeards over here and just continue doing our thing. These guys are just, you know, outrunning these Dwarves, so we'll just, you know, keep actively doing that as best we can. So we did get him. Did we get him yet? He's pretty low, I think. So I think we did kill him. So let's go ahead and just start slaying this Runesmith. That's going to be really good. Just kind of working my way down the list of his elite units, and you can see he's starting to buckle, guys. He's starting to buckle. This was like a really hard-fought battle, but I think we're starting to get there. So we're going to use our Hunter squad here to really pressure these guys. You can see the Chariots coming in. So far, so good, right? No complaints. He's got a group of Longbeards chasing those guys. I do have some guys coming back right now, which is going to be really huge. So I didn't notice how long they were gone for, but still, you know, this is a pretty scary beat squad. And also Morker does have poison, so, you know, it's going to be pretty solid. So let's go ahead and use the Deadly Onslaught on both of those guys. That should be enough to kind of break my opponent's will. Yeah, I think that's game. So well played. Really well played, boys. It's things are going good here. Let's go ahead and see some chariots. Let's actually send them out after those Longbeards over there. They're pretty open. So, because I think everything for the most part is broken here. He does have some Warriors of Dragonfire Pass left and all that, but yeah, you can see that Runesmith. Does it shatter? Does it shatter? Yeah, he's shattered. So, GG, man. That was a fun one. I don't know if this is someone on the stream. I don't think it is, but I think this guy's actually a pretty high ranked player. I'm not sure. Anyways, yeah, just the Slayers left. So, GG, boys. Hopefully you guys like that. Yeah. The chariots were really good. I mean, it took a while for him to find a home, and I was losing the battle until the chariots got in there and started doing some really good work. So, 1 hour hype. Are we at that 1 hour mark? Yeah. Okay. So one more hour left. I'm gonna try and control myself. Let's go ahead and take a look at the breakdown of the stats. Well played to my opponent, Canis Lupus. A lot of fun. The Bestigors are a decent choice. They have a really good charge bonus, and they can outtrade a lot of the kind of basic dwarf infantry. But the missile units, you guys saw, I got some good utility out of those, and they helped with the Rangers. The Harpies got 42 kills. Chariots could have performed better, but you know, all in all, it was a really solid game. So, GG. Meat is back on the table, boys. Hey, what's up, Adam? Yeah, Adam. I'm gonna stream again on Sunday too, as long as my wrist tendonitis doesn't flare up. So, I know, man. I know it's another grudge, but he seemed pretty intent on playing the dwarf. So, yeah. So we're doing it. Did you know there were greenskins in the battle? No, I did not. I did not see any greenskins. I know it's a grudge, man. We even have the book in the chat. You know, chaos. Okay, I think we need some chaos. Is that what's happening, or is it just one person spamming chaos and it's making me? I think my online rank's like around 200. I only play like 1 or 2 games a night usually, if even. So my rank decays quite a bit. But I mean, I've beaten people in the top 10 easily, and I've lost to people around 500 or 600. I personally think the matchmaking system's pretty bad, the ladder and all that. So I don't know. Hopefully they'll fix it someday. Let's do it. Yeah, the fire rises, man. So on Sunday we'll probably do something. I don't know, giveaway or some funny business. So jamming. So what did you guys want to see? You wanted to see Mel Gibson, or did you want to see Chaos? Oh, Clan Angrand? Okay, that's fine. We can do Clan Angrand. You see what I'm saying, guys? Everyone just locks in the dwarfs. Or do you guys want to see Mel Gibson? Do you want to see... I don't own Big Bird. I don't have him. So do you guys want Gibson, or do you want... You want the Wood Elves? I think Mel needs to make an appearance in my stream. It's kind of heresy that he hasn't already, so... we're actually going to get the Cloak of Isha, so... we'll get a Waystalker. Just nice to have an Arrow of Kurnus, and then, of course, we're going to get the Lore of Life, because, again, it's going to be a really long battle, so we need to be able to play that game, so... yeah, we're going to get the Awakening of the Wood. So the reason you get the Awakening of the Wood, that's what she said, is because it triggers Earthbloom and heals your entire army. So it's a really good choice. So the Chaos will get loved. Don't worry. Oh, actually, guys. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I forgot. I promised you guys. So you guys ready for this army? So we're going to get this guy. We'll get Big Papa Kolek. Or do you guys want Archaon? Archaon's not good. The magic damage just gets mitigated too much, but... All right, guys, we're going ham. We're going with Chosen Ones, and on top of that, we're gonna get Bam Bam. Oh my God, this army is so incredibly haggard. I feel like I need like something else, you know? Yeah. Is this good? Yeah, the Green Knight hero, I think the Green Knight is coming, so that's gonna be pretty gangster. So, guys, this army is so incredibly haggard. Is this what you guys want? Is this what you guys want right now? You want this Chosen blob? I feel like I should cut one. I feel like that's too much. Maybe get like a little bit of diversity in my army. So, we could get some trolls. You guys want trolls? I don't know. I honestly don't think any of the Lords of Magic are worth getting against the dwarves. I don't really like them, to be honest. So, what do you guys want this last unit to be? I could get some like Chaos Knights, but I feel like I already have the Chariots. That's enough micro. So, let's actually get Marauder Horseman, just in case he actually goes, decides to get, we'll just chevron him, who cares? In case he decides to go Gyro Spam, I feel like I need some defense, so. Yeah. Alright, guys. Oh, yeah, guys. Yeah, I forgot. This is Clan Angrand. It's not regular Dawi. Okay. So, yeah. Okay, so, we want My Little Pony as my girlfriend requested. We're gonna get Kolek. Let's get one chariot, just save my hand. And then we're going to get 2 of those guys. And let's see, what else do I want to get? Do I have any like other... You get some chaos trolls, just like some regular ones. That could be pretty fun. Let's get some trolls, why not? This is such a haggard army. Oh my god, this is so ghetto. You know, to answer your question, so is me. I've never actually manually aimed a hell cannon before. I did it like once in campaign and was just like, yeah. Range is... This is the chosen one, you know? Yeah, the Bretonnia expansion is going to be really cool. I'm really excited for it. I like playing Bretonnia a lot, actually. They're a fun faction. So, I'm digging it. Green Knight, yeah, Green Knight will probably be like a hero. You know, not like a legendary lord, or a lord, but it'll be like a hero you can get, which would be really freaking awesome. Yeah, I know trolls aren't the best, but trolls are fun. And they have some of the best attack animations, so we're going to get trolls. Yeah. I mean, this map kind of is tricky because it's so open field, so I just have to... I mean, Chosen are scary. If you let them, like, get there without taking a lot of damage, they're going to just lay a pimp slap in for sure. So, let's get these guys. We'll get the trolls in the back. Trolls are fast, too. That's another thing people don't give them credit for. They can actually run around pretty aggressively, so... so this will be our main army here. Let's go ahead and control 1 them. And pop lock and drop them. All right. We're good. And this chariot, we're probably going to hide it over here, like in the tree line. We want it to be hidden, so... Can we get a hide? You see how it's not like showing the hidden eye icon, so it's not actually like hidden right now? Kind of weird. Will it hide in here? I mean, yeah, it should be hidden, right? It's not showing the icon, which is kind of troubling. So Kolek in group 2, we'll put these guys in group 3. We'll do a little bit of Vanguard just in case. And the chariots, whatever. We're just going to put it here. I don't care. So it's time to play, boys. It's time to have some fun. So, yeah, I'm literally the chosen one right now. I mean, I'm accumulating so many grudges tonight. This is just... The dwarves are my favorite race. In fantasy, dwarves are my favorite of all the different fantasy tropes and everything. Like, they're always my favorite. Yeah, the manual target can be pretty nasty, but I have this like issue where I get nervous when I don't like see my entire army, so it's a little bit tough. So of course, you know, this actually isn't bad because he deployed like, so if he has like artillery right now, my chosen have like, yeah, this is what does he have missile wise? I actually might be able to go get some free kills with my homies right now. So we're going to go here, and we're actually going to run through the forest because that's going to shroud us from all of his missile fire. So if I were the dwarf player, I mean, he might just crush me, who knows? But I would have deployed in the front and probably like met me in open field. He does have slayers, which aren't going to do anything to chosen, really. So a lot of blasting charges. He does have 3 groups of coilers. Maybe he was expecting like Forsaken or something, but the coilers are going to be really effective at... Yeah, the stunties do deserve my love. Yeah, they're my favorite, man. I love me some dwarves. So Kolek, we need to keep him back. Let's see if we can get some like freebies right now. We're not going to get a lot, but you know, we're going to try and get a little something. So I don't want to take the blasting charges. So let's just run. See, because they're going to posture up for the blasting charges. They're going to throw, and oh yeah, did we get any kills? Oh, we didn't get any kills. We did a little bit of HP damage, and he did bring ethereal lords. So you know what's really weird is that what's it called? The what are those units? Freaking chosen. Chosen aren't immune to psychology. Isn't that nuts? So we're gonna go. I feel like chosen just like black orcs should be immune to psychology. It just feels a little bit kind of heretical to me. So he does have some coilers actually, so we don't want to mess with those guys. So we're actually just gonna pull back right now. So we're advancing kind of unimpeded right now, and the chariots I'm just gonna kind of posture on the back because he only has coilers, so we should be fine. And we're getting a little bit of harass going on, but you know we don't want to get in range and give him any free fire. So Archaon isn't good, and he should be. He's okay in some matchups. Like I like him against the vampire counts sometimes. I mean. But still, there's better choices. So he does have these coilers right here. You can see the one group is going to deal with the chariots. We're actually just going to park them in the forest there and just wait for my chosen. Oh, I got a little excited there. So we actually get some fire right there on his lord. I actually did a little bit of damage. Yeah, that's not bad. You can see a wild blasting charge coming out after me, so that's pretty funny. So let's get a volley here, and then let's run. Oh man, those coilers are doing some work, so we're going to get back right now. This chosen, I mean, chosen are slow, guys. They're extremely slow, so it's gonna take some time. And I should have had Kolek closer already. So, Longbeard's over here. What we're gonna do is once the chosen get there, is we're gonna kind of yeah, let's actually see here. So we're gonna pull back here, try and like occupy his attention, and then slam the chariots into these coilers right here, which is gonna be really nice. So, yeah, so let's actually can we hide foliage? Let's go ahead and do that. And see, why isn't it hiding the foliage right now when I click that? I don't know. Maybe one of you guys can answer that for me. So. Kolek's here. He's ready to go. So let's actually go ahead and use Lord of the Storm. We're going to use them on top of those thunders, or not thunders, but let's pull the chariots over here and just get going. So it's time, boys. So we're going to engage across the front line here. We're going to get these chosen here. We're going to get to my chosen. Yeah, honestly, guys, I don't know if he has a chance because the chosen are just going to annihilate his dwarvish infantry. Like he has long beards. I think I could be wrong, but I feel like I have a pretty substantial advantage here. So let's go ahead and just kind of start focusing these guys. Let's get Big Papa Kolek in here. He can charge in here and do a little bit of work. I mean, the blasting charges are hitting, but still, it's nothing that devastating. So Kolek, he's just going to get a little smack in here. It's a freebie, essentially. So we're actually just going to run him through here, get these guys firing here, and then get this chariot going in on these guys. So he might get these dwarf warriors in, you know, there in time, but still, it's not going to be great. So Kolek's in here. He's doing his thing. Let's go ahead and use these buffs. And the chariots slam right into those guys and just do massive damage. So we're just going to pull him right out the back, just do our thing. And the Chosen are engaged in the front line, which is great. Kolek has been spotted, so we're actually just going to run back now, just continue to harass here, get the chariots going again, and, you know, just keep doing our thing, boys. So these guys are kind of, you know, they are braced right now, which is unfortunate, but I think we can crack them. So Kolek doing some great harass right now. And, you know, let's get these Aspiring Champions in here as well. So the Aspiring Champs, actually, we probably want to get them on these ethereal units ASAP. So Chariots come in there, just absolutely crunch on those guys. So we're going to get them going. Just continue to just focus these guys down. Just get Big Papa Kolek fighting. And we're actually going to run him out because we don't want Kolek to, like, sit still. Very powerful unit. You always want to be taking advantage of his mobility and everything. So let's get these guys throwing at the Slayers, actually. Because, again, with their light armor, they could probably take quite a bit of damage. So Chosen in the front line are just, I think they're just decimating a lot of my opponent's troops. So we're going to just continue to push through here. We probably want to get Big Papa Kolek pushing through this main line. I think we can collapse it. So let's go here with the chariots and just hit these guys. And we should have Lord of the Storm relatively shortly. So Kolek gets in there, is just absolutely pimping it. And oh my goodness, look at those chariots just doing some serious work right now. So we're going to pull back here. You can see these guys just continuing to pepper the Slayers. And we can actually go after these Spoilers. They're a little bit squishier. So let's go ahead and use Lord of the Storm. And this group is going to get nuked pretty hard. So we're going to use Kolek and go after this Rune Lord right now. And so just watch this group get dumpstered. So they get Lord of the Storm, then they're going to get charioted and just ran over. So just this group just gets destroyed, just leveled. And we'll just ride on through to these guys. Why not, right? So the Chosen not taking many losses, guys. It's pretty tough. Yeah, so we got the Aspiring Champs where they need to be. The Trolls are actually doing pretty good, so we're going to pull them around here. And the Chariots need to be moving, sticking and moving. You don't want them sitting. And you know, these guys are just getting freebies right now, so definitely can't complain. So we need to get you on the Rune Lord. I'm not sure what you're doing, bud. So over here, the Chosen just winning heftily. I've lost like 1 or 2 models maybe, so pretty interesting choice for him to bring all these like blasting charges and stuff. So the Chariots are able to escape, relatively speaking. So still, you know, these guys are probably going to get routed off. So let's use the Chariots to continue pressuring, and we're in really good shape here, guys. We're in great shape. This Rune Lord's going to break. I honestly don't see this battle going much longer. You know, his Longbeards are just getting out-traded. He didn't have that much armor piercing either, interestingly enough. I would have at least expected like the Grumbling Guard, but a lot of people, and a lot of times when people play like Clan Anger, and they get a little carried away with trying like weird terror mechanics and, you know, using all those ethereal lords, but at the end of the day, the ethereal lords just aren't that good. So we're going to get these Aspiring Champs back. We don't want them getting killed off because we do need something to kill these guys with. So let's get the Chariot going, and we can just continue to just chase down routing units and just really ensure our victory. So we're going to do this here and put this group here, and that should be fine because we can use the Chariots to collapse this front line right here. So we're going to charge in here, just keep Big Papa Kolek working. Looks like he did break that Rune Lord, so pretty good situation there. Let's go ahead. Yeah, it looks like he's dead. Chariots come in the back, and that should be all she wrote. So we're doing it, boys. I mean, I still have a ton of Chosen left, and I mean, he doesn't have a whole lot. So the Aspiring Champs, I need to get them on these kind of ethereal troll units. So hopefully everything's breaking right now. He does have, oh, these are Slayers. So we're just gonna path everything in there. Just use these guys to continue to chase dudes down, and we're gonna path these guys over here. Let's go ahead and get the Trolls. Let's get them engaged again. The Chariots also, we probably want to pull them back. And I think I do have a Lord of the Storm here in a moment, so we'll go ahead and use that right here. And it should actually make pretty good contact with all these units right now. So you can see his Lords running, and come on, Lord of the Storm. Oh yeah, that's a juicy hit right there. So we made some good contact right now. So man, how are these miners still fighting? Are they like unbreakable or something? How are they confident? Is this the Regiment of Renown? Yeah, interesting. Pretty surprised. So let's go here, get the Chariots out and about. Just continue to just ride down these troops, and yeah, he does have some Longbeards here, but we'll just go ahead and yeah, let's get these Marauder Horsemen and get the other group there, and that should be fine. So we're going to continue charging it, get these Aspiring Champs on the appropriate units, make sure they're fighting. Really just need to finish these guys off. I mean, at this point, it's just kind of cleanup duty. I mean, it's over. You know, there's pretty much no way that you can win at this point. So yeah, just the 2 Lords. Hopefully he'll oblige to a fast forward or something. You know, that would be pretty nice. So yeah, you can see everything just shatters at this point. So let's go ahead and just finish these guys off and see if we'll fast forward. So I clicked the button, guys, but other than that, we're just going to kind of chill. I mean, the Chosen and the Aspiring Champs should get through them eventually, so they are unbreakable. This is one of the annoying things about facing Clan Anger is this. So it looks like he's trying to run, I think, too, actually. So Sigvald is League's Tark. Yeah, he is. Sigvald, actually, Anna is really similar to kind of Tark and League. Yeah, they're both kind of weird. So we're doing our thing, guys. We're having fun. We're killing these boys. So let's go ahead and use some leadership. But yeah, it's he actually asked to pause the game. Oh, okay, and then he just left. So nice decisive victory. So Cheers, guys. It was a fun one. Well played. Well played. Yeah, they did get massacred. So that's 3 grudges tonight. That's 3. Yeah, he's definitely not as effeminate as Tarek is, for sure. Yeah, it's a bit of a different shtick. Would you now? You know, while I have you guys here, you know, I know we actually have quite a few. We got 188 people right now, so that's good. So, is the Chaos DLC worth it? So the monkey with no nuts. To answer your question, I do think it's worth it because I personally like Chaos a lot thematically. But I mean, if you like armies that are more multifaceted with range and kind of a bigger roster, then I don't know. And if you're not a fan of Chaos, of course, I mean, it depends. If you like the Warriors of Chaos from Fantasy and 40K, then yeah, I would say get it. You know. Personally, to answer your question, I don't play campaigns. I don't play campaigns at all, except to unlock the Red Duke. So, Corrin is pleased. Yeah, Rune Lord Runesmith's really good. Yeah, it's really strong. It's really strong for sure. Like the stacking of those two things. Yeah, the Chaos campaign is fun. I mean, Chaos is... I mean, I played it a little while, but... So, other games, guys. What would you like to watch? Like, would you guys like to watch League of Legends? Like, would you guys watch that if I played? Would you be interested in that? Dawn of War 3... Just, you know, type some things in chat you guys would like to watch, because I'm looking to try some other games out. I also play Rust. I do play Rust. I'm a bit of a scrub, but so anyways, let's queue up. Let's get more games, guys. We're going ham. We're doing our thing. So yeah, let me know what other games you guys would like to see. Seriously, so yeah, that'd be fun. We're going. Yes, Mel Gibson's coming. I mean, there are some matchups where Mel Gibson's not good. I really am tired. No League. Okay. I've never played Dota 2. In League, I was decent. I was Platinum. I was Platinum in League. I was Platinum 1. I quit right before I was able to hit Diamond, so... Woe on me. Oh, looks like they dodged, unfortunately, so... Dawn of War 3. Yeah, I think I'll probably just keep the channel RTS focused. Yeah. I never played the first Dawn of Wars. Yeah. Dawn of War 3, I'm gonna go ham. I'm gonna go pretty ham for sure on the Dawn of War series. Like, I'm really excited for that. You know, to be honest, I'd actually like to work for Relic Entertainment. I think that would be fun. Like to work for their company. They have a lot of cool properties, like you say, Company of Heroes and the Dawn of War series. But I think they need to capitalize more on their branding and stuff. I think it would be really fun to work for them. Do like casting and, you know, I don't know how that would work out. But, we're gonna just pick Wood Elves and see who he picks, and then go from there. So no League, yeah. Well, as long as you guys don't leave me when I play other games, I don't know what I would do with myself. Oh, it looks like he dodged. So we're gonna keep going, boys. We're doing our thing. Yeah, Warcraft 3. I'm pretty good at Warcraft 3. I mean, I haven't played in maybe 5 or 6 years, but Command and Conquer, man, Red Alert. Oh, those games. I love that. The Hell March, that theme. Missing out. Dawn of War 2 was far better. Yeah, I heard Dawn of War 2 was a really good game. All right, Bobby. I think this guy actually just dodged me. I don't know if he wants to play. Let's play Bretonia, see what happens. I think I picked Wood Elves and he dodged, so I'm gonna see if he'll stay right now. So the Bretonia versus Wood Elves matchup's pretty strange. It's a weird one. I hate this map too. Ugh. All right, well, oh, vampire counts. Okay, so how do we want to deal with the vampire counts? So let's actually go with the Empire, and we're gonna do our fancy Boris cheat and get Boris Todbringer. All right. So there's 2 strategies I like to use, and I could most certainly lose this. Like it depends. I don't remember what this map looks like. Is it an open field map? Yeah, I can't remember, unfortunately. But we're gonna get our Flying Goon Squad here. Do we want to get that? Do we want to go with our other strategy with like the Templehof? I can't remember how open this map is. It's kind of concerning because this strategy is very like dependent on, you know, it being an open map. So we're gonna go our Flying Goon Squad here, and then on top of that, it's tricky. I can't remember what this map looks like. Damn, this is stressing me out. So we'll just go with our more conservative build since I can't remember. I would use the snare build, but I can't remember if it's like a forested map, because if there's a lot of terrain in forest, I won't have a chance of winning if I do that. So we're gonna go with this Flying Goon Squad. We're gonna really try and pressure, you know, any lords in the air, and we're gonna get these guys. We're gonna get these. We're gonna get Sigmar Sons. We're gonna get some Demigryph Knights, and let's see, what else do I want to get? I could get some missiles, perhaps. Get some, yeah, you know what? Actually, these guys aren't terrible. Getting like a group of them, so we'll get 2 of these. Apply some pressure. It's going to be pretty micro-intensive, but hopefully we can pull it off. So let's put some Chevrons in those guys, and we're ready to go. All right, let's have some fun. All right. So to answer your question, To answer your question, how I got Boris. So if you just click auto-generate your army enough, it actually picks Boris eventually, even if you don't own him. So then what you do from there is you go to save your army setup, and you save it with Boris, and then you can load him in whenever. So it's pretty fun, yeah. This is a very risky pick. So my more conservative pick would actually be to get like, I don't know, to get more, you know, just instead of getting those Outriders, to just get more of an infantry corps, just Death Star it, and then snipe out all of his important units. But the 2 Outriders are okay. Although if he gets Blood Knights, oh, that's going to be bad. I don't know. I'm feeling a little stressed out about this, to be honest. So take care, James. Take care. Cheers, man. Welcome, and thanks for stopping by. More good stuff coming your way soon. All right, so yeah, this will be up on YouTube. Oh, this was an open field map. I totally could have done it. I really need to remember all these freaking maps. What I'm actually probably going to do is like create a PDF that has like a screenshot of all the maps and just like keep it open so I can remember when I'm picking. Yeah, next stream will be Sunday at 11 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. 11 a.m., excuse me. So it'll be early in the day. It'll be like 8 o'clock for you guys probably. So, yeah. Welcome, Kurai. Welcome. All right. So let's go ahead and set up our formation here. We're going to go like so and just put these guys. So our main kind of, this is going to be a bit of a Death Star here. So these guys are just going to essentially, just take the beating. While the Jade Wizard heals them, we'll put the Demogryph Knights in group 3 here, and we'll put the Outriders. I actually haven't practiced with them that much, so I might just get screwed here. I might just get dumpstered, so we'll see. They can work pretty well at like sniping out Mortis engines and things like that, though, so hopefully we can do something. So, thank you, Anna. That warms my heart. That compliment, that warms it. That I'm hotter than Deathwing's spine. Yes, that is amazing. So, I will take that. I will take that compliment. So, Not the biggest army as it pertains to like vampire counts numbers. My army's pretty small because again I'm playing like that Death Star style. So Beastman campaign, I haven't done that yet actually. Yeah, we're doing our thing. So okay, so oh, what the heck is going on here? So oh my goodness, we gotta hightail it back. So he has like a flying death squad descended from hell. I think we can still honestly win it though with the Outriders. Like, so let's actually fly over here. We'll get these guys shooting at. We probably want to be a little bit safer and just like pull back here. So let's actually just keep going back. It looks like he does use Melkos and El Sif. So we're actually going to do these. We're going to engage here, and we're also going to use an Earthblood on Boris here, who's going to take a beating. So we're going to use that. Just fight. Just freaking get in there and go ham. So we do have our Outriders shooting up here. We probably want them shooting at the Vargeist and just doing our thing. So we're actually trading pretty well right now, I think. Boris is pretty sturdy. Not sure where the rest of his army is, to be honest. Probably lurking around somewhere, but it's pretty hard to mess with this, with the Empire Air Force as the vampire counts. And especially since I brought those Outriders, that's actually working out pretty well for me. So we're going to get our caster out of there. And Boris has that self-heal also, which is really, really nice, guys. So we're slaying these Vargeist for sure. So we're going to pull these guys back here, get these Halberds engaged in these zombies. And this is what's nice about like Outriders is like you can actually get away with like, I'll probably use one of these just for another heal right now, honestly. And just keep shooting up here at my opponent, doing our thing. Boris is actually doing a really good job. He's got a heal. And also his Lord is kind of sniped out here, the Red Duke. So hopefully, we probably want to pull in here right now and get our Outriders back just a little bit further. And let's go ahead. Oh, damn, he broke my Wizard, which is really bad. But we're able to actually win that Air Force fight pretty aggressively, I think. So Boris is in good shape, although he is relatively surrounded. So we're actually going to kite a little bit right now. Get these Outriders shooting up here again. And let's just try and get his Lord. Just, snipe him out of the air. I think that's going to be pretty good. So these Outriders can also shoot at his Lord a little bit. Boris is, he's taking a little bit of a beating, guys. I need to get him back for sure. And if we can get him back and I can get a heal off on him, that's going to be really big. So we're going to use an overcasted heal on Boris. And I honestly think we can win. If we heal Boris here, it's just over for my opponent. So yeah, we'll just keep chasing here. Let's just go after this vampire with the Lord of Shadows right now. And we're going to get the Outriders. We're going to get them targeting the vampires down, and we'll get the other group targeting this guy down. So unfortunately, he is going to catch my Wizard, who actually was like in an awkward place here. So let's see if we can get this off before and just get one more heal before the battle, essentially begins, I guess, technically speaking. But I'm telling you guys, Outriders are pretty good against vampire counts. So let's go here. And it looks like, was that a terror route? I'm trying to figure out what was happening there. So these guys, we're actually just going to have them start shooting at the Red Duke. And again, Boris does have that heal himself, so he's going to be able to heal pretty well. So we'll advance our main army here and just start pushing up on my opponent's forces, just to create a little bit of separation. Let's use this, pull this guy over here, and hopefully, yeah, we can break, do some decent stuff here. So yeah, the Red Duke's in trouble. I do have these two Outrider squads, which are essentially just going to go free range here and just start shooting at him. So we're just going to keep flying around. I probably should have pulled my demis up earlier, but it's okay. So we're doing our thing, and the Red Duke is taking a bit of fire now, which is not good. So man, I hope he's not able to chase Boris off the battlefield. That's going to be really bad. But still, honestly, I think we're going to kill his lord. The Duke is taking quite a bit of pain, so let's actually just get everyone engaged here. And also, we probably want to use a heal, so let's go ahead and use the... we probably want to use the Awakening of the Wood, to be honest, right now, and just, you know, get that big AoE heal. So we can actually go after his Necromancer with my my dudes there and just keep shooting at the Red Duke, trying to get him down. And thankfully, Boris has come back, guys, so we should be able to win now. I think it's just in the bag. So the Demogryph Knights are able to get on that Necromancer, which is nice. The Outriders are continuing to pressure the Red Duke. And what's nice about the Outriders against the Vampire Zombie spam is you can just run away. You have the speed. It's not like they're going to, you know, tie you down, and, you know, things are good. And it looks like we killed the Terrorgeist over there. Life's treating us well, boys. Life's treating us well. The Duke is down. Life is good. So let's get these Outriders just positioned out behind my enemy's forces. And, yeah, let's just do it. Let's snipe these guys out, make sure everyone's fighting. And so we'll get our Empire Captains right now and just target out all of his other heroic units. We probably want to wait until Boris gets back before we use our heals and stuff. So, although, I don't know. To be honest, yeah, let's just use the heal. I think we're fine. So, yeah, pass that a little bit over. So there we go. So yeah, the Earthworm is really good. The proc on that, it's definitely solid. The Outriders are over here in the flanks. They're shooting into the back of my opponent's forces. It's definitely going to be a pretty good situation. So we want to get over here. I think he has more like heroic units there. So Boris, we're going to be pretty conservative here. Maybe we just like sick him on some zombies or something. And yeah, well, it looks like most of his troops are crumbling at this point. So we're just going to save up Winds of Magic, just start shooting into the back of the Sternsmen over here. Let's see where they are. So all right, good. So I think we can just sit and chill now. Pretty sure it's like 100% over. So GG, guys. Yeah, we did our thing. We pimped it. The Outriders just huge performers there. They can be good. I'm telling you guys in this matchup, because they can run from the zombie spam and continue to be pretty cost effective. So, I mean, my hand hurts right now, so I'm not going to micro anything at this point. The battle's over. I'm just going to kind of talk and push things in. So, GG, lads. Yeah, that was super fun, man. We did it. We did it, Reddit, as they say. So yeah, pretty fun stuff. We crushed those bad boys, huh? Yeah, is there anything left? I'm looking right now. It looks like there's some zombies, so I'm interested to see the kills on everything actually after this. That's gonna be pretty neat. So Boris is so good. I mean, Karl Franz probably would have died there, to be honest. Although, yeah, that was a decisive victory, man. Awesome. Very, very cool stuff. I feel like I should cast that one too, just because, you know, it was informative and there was definitely a lot of good stuff going on. So let's go ahead and take a look at the breakdown. So GG. Do you guys want to do a viewer battle, or do you want to see more quick battles? What would you guys prefer? Any preference? No? Yes? Maybe? He really had like some heavy sniping going on with the Melkoths to slow me down, and then El Sif. I think he was really just trying to cheese out my lord with that heavy air force, which is, you know, fair. But again, investing so much in the air is really going to make a really shitty ground force. So eat your heart out, Volkmar. Yeah. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. Appreciate the support. Bretonia is getting Griffin Knights. Each knight is comparable strength to Deathclaw. That's going to be freaking awesome. That's going to be extremely expensive. Yes, thank you, Anna. I will stretch my wrist. I almost forgot. So I gotta do that. So I know. Boris the heal is great. Yeah. I mean, Karl, I wish I could use Karl more, but in competitive games, I mean, he'll lose you games. Like, I would have lost probably if I had Karl there. Yeah, viewer, you think? I gotta figure out how to run polls in like streams, like how to actively do that. I feel like YouTube should have a feature or something, you know? Yeah, flagellants are really good. I mean, and they don't route, which is really nice. So, a viewer game? Okay, let's do it. So guys, I'm going to go to the lobby here, and we're gonna go to not custom battles, excuse me. We're gonna go to multiplayer. This will probably be my last one for the night. Just gonna take it a little bit easy just because of my hand. So I want to be able to stream for you guys on Sunday for 4 hours, so I need to rest it up a little bit. So, so we're gonna host a battle. It's gonna be 3v3 Turin stream. Password is gonna be Turin. So get ready to party, guys. It's almost time. Yeah, flagellants lose hard to Graveguard. Yeah, huge. But I mean, against the fodder, skeletons are pretty popular, you know, and zombie spam is real. So being able to cut through those guys quick is pretty useful. So, so get ready, guys. We're doing a viewer battle. It'll be 3v3. And do you guys want to do 2v2 or 3v3? What would you guys prefer? Any preference? Well, I guess there's a bit of a delay. I keep like saying it and then expecting. I gotta figure out how to like get rid of that delay. I'm not on Twitch, Ash, to answer your question. No. All right, guys. We're doing a 3v3. Here we go. It's made. Join up, lads. Join up. And I am playing Mel Gibson. I have dibs. Let's do it to it. Let's have some fun. Hey, welcome from Switzerland, man. It's good to have you. I think 3v3 is more reasonable because it's not going to lag as bad. 4v4 is brutal on the computer. Oh man, that filled up quick. All right, guys. I feel like, yeah, we've had some of you guys in here before. Some of the usual suspects are back. So let's do it. All right, so what do you guys want to do? Do you want to do, let's do elves versus something else maybe? So Sofa, Yarbles, and Gomez, if you guys want to play like, I don't know, the same faction, or evil maybe, or I don't know, vampires? Yeah, vampires is stressful for sure. Hopefully not too many vampires, yeah. Just play whoever you want. It doesn't matter. Just play whoever you want. Let's have fun, guys. All right, so I'm going to start picking here. Get the Lore of Life. A very good choice. Hey, guys, no stream sniping, all right? You guys need to keep it in check over there. All right, let's see here. Some Eternal Guards. Do I want shields? Yeah, probably some shields are okay here. So we'll get those bad boys. Let's go ahead and get some of these Glade Guards and a group of Way Watchers. Just for sniping those high-value targets. We're going to get 2 Treekin as well. And do I want... No, I feel like I can't afford to get air because we have vampires. We have like 3 air factions on the other side, though we do have Bretonia, so we could go pretty ham in the air, you know. War Dancers aren't a bad pick here. Maybe some Wild Riders in the back. We could... You know, the Sisters of Thorn are like one of those units I was never able to like really kind of make click, I guess you could say. Let's just get... Let's get a group of... Yeah, maybe a group of Wildwood Rangers would be pretty nice for like the armor-piercing anti-large. Although, maybe some War Dancers would be good. Yeah, just for like that heavy hitting. Just pump up my front line, and we're good, boys. Yeah. Daddy Turin is going to hand out some spankings. Maybe. Maybe. I know, I tried for the theme battle, Pit Lord, but I don't want to tell people who to play, you know? I think everyone wants to play their factions right now, which is fine. It can be a chaos battle. It's a chaos battle. A custom map? I don't have any yet. Yeah. Oh, man. Okay, on Sunday I'll get custom maps. I totally forgot about that. That's a bummer. You guys want... Let's see, what map do we want to do right now? We could do Schwarzenhofen. Do Oakenheimer. Let's see. Oakenheimer's pretty fun. Peak Pass. Crossroads. Crossroads are just ridiculous. Kara, Gungor, High Pass. What is the High Pass? That sounds freaking cool. Let's do the High Pass. See what that looks like, right? Oh, good. So we got good versus evil now. All right, we did it. Oh, well, man, maybe I got to change my army now. Goodness. You know what? This is fine. Who cares? This is fine. Let's just do this. See how this army goes. It's a little bit risky against all that vampire spam. Ugh. Yeah, it's going to be gross. Vampire players, do not get Destroy Ghoul King. He gets punished so hard by the flaming arrow attacks. He gets literally like one-shotted, so. You said, Aaron, you thought I said Hitler? No. I said Pit Lord. Yay, DJ. Yeah, you're a little late. I'm on the tail end of the stream. I might do one more quick battle, though. So, you want me to go Empire? But I got to play Mel Gibson, dude. You guys have been asking for Gibson all night. I got to play him. You know? It's time. It's time. Blood for Corn, yeah. I know, there's going to be so many zombies, the game's just going to explode. Although I have a feeling that these guys have good computers, so hopefully there won't be too many potatoes in this game. I have a pretty good computer. It's like maybe 5 months old. You know, I spent a pretty penny on it for sure. Yeah, we're stopping that undead onslaught for sure. Uh-oh, someone spent too much money. Who's causing these problems? Someone. There's some funny business going on. Yeah, he's gonna yell freedom. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Streaming makes me really hungry, actually. Like, when I stream, I always like... Yeah, maybe we got a bunch of Steam. I'm not going to click on their armies because I don't want you guys to see what they're using. It's an element of surprise. See you later, Omar. Take care, man. Good luck with your Minecraft videos. I'm guessing that's what your channel is. Omar Games and Minecraft and more. Fare thee well. Fare thee well. So yeah, I'll definitely do more RTS games. I'll go pretty ham in Dawn of War, for sure. That's one I'm really looking forward to, Dawn of War. I love RTS genre. It's my favorite by far. I like MOBAs, but there's nothing quite like it. What's an investment? Yeah. I mean, the thing about, to answer your question, suck my knobs, is, oh, I got it ready up. So, if like streaming on YouTube, you don't really make much from that. So, just generally speaking, like you get a little bit of ad revenue from like the initial watch when people join, but it's pretty minuscule. Overall on the channel, I make a little bit of, I make like some decent spending money. Like it pays for my magic card hobby. You know, it's not a lot to live on, that's for sure. Like in order to make enough to probably survive, you probably need to be as big as like Heir of Carthage maybe. Like and still you won't be making like a great living. You'll be kind of like just getting by. Like, because Heir of Carthage probably gets like a few million views a month, maybe. Like, I would guess like, you know, 1.5 or maybe 2 million. You can actually go check. If any of you guys go to, you can go to socialblade.com and you can actually type in a YouTuber's name and you can see like all the analytics behind their channel. So you can see like how many subscribers they get, all of those different variables. But you probably need to have over 100,000 subs and get at least 1 million unique views a month to survive. I get about 250 to 300,000 right now. So you know it's getting there. But the Warhammer community is very small. You know, if I went ham on like a bigger game, you know, obviously it would probably be more cost effective. But you got to do what you love. You know, at the end of the day, you got to be passionate about getting on and playing these games and you know doing your thing. So, yeah, so pretty good stuff. Thank you. Yeah, thank you, Suck My Knobs. Appreciate it. Yeah, awesome stuff. So we're rolling. Things are moving. Hopefully no one drops. It looks like we're kind of stuck on the waiting screen right now. So hopefully that too will pass. We will see. This happens sometimes. Creative Assembly's kind of launchers are a little bit weird. Oh, okay. It looks like it was restarting there for a second. So you ain't Big Brother. Yeah, I hear you, man. I hear you. What's your rank in Total War? I don't know. I haven't actually checked in like a week or two. It's probably like, I don't know, like 200 or 150 or something. I mean, look, I think if I played, I win 90% of my games, give or take. So I think if I just sat down and played, you know, like 6-7 games a night, which I don't do because of my hand problem, I think I could easily be in the top of the ladder. Not number one probably, but there's better players than me for sure. There's quite a few players who I think are much better than myself, but they just don't stream or do YouTube. So let's see. Can't wait for the demons. Yeah, the chaos is gonna be great. So. Oh yeah, Pit Lord, I'd love to. Like, honestly, I would love to do this full time. Pit Lord, dude, I would be so happy. I would just straight up like move to Europe, just live with my girlfriend and just do YouTube full time. Oh, who spent too much money? Ready up, boys, ready up. So, yeah, I could do esports commentating, Ash. I think I would be fine with that. Yeah. Oh, let's see. Adam, yeah, there's some loading problems right now. It keeps like locking out at 0 or something. Looks like yeah, okay, so just write it up again. Let's see if this works this time. So, yeah, it's a bummer. Like I hope it starts the game here. I'm not sure why. Do any of you guys have an idea why it wouldn't be going right now? Yeah. I don't know, let's start battle. Maybe I got to restart it. You guys stay readied up. Let me just try restarting it a few times and let's see if that works. So, yeah, we're going. Mel Gibson, he does pretty good against vampire counts. He's got some good AoE. He's got the good ranged attack that can, you know, poke Mortis engines. You know, man. All right, guys, let's try this 1 or 2 more times. And if it doesn't work, I'll probably just go back to quick battles. Damn, I really wanted to play a game with you guys. This is stupid. I mean, and I don't think making a new lobby would work. It's not a toaster, Andrew, I don't think. I think it's just the Creative Assembly server. I mean, yeah. Some other kind of, or whatever server they use, so. Damn. What the heck's going on here, boys? Should I just go back to quick battles? I mean, what do you guys want to do? What do you think? Rehost the lobby should correct it? Okay. Potato Club's Bane of Warhammer. Yeah, but I don't want to I want to get the same people back in because they got here and delete the spectator. Oh, maybe that'll help. Oh no, that's just to add a human player. Maybe change the map. Okay, see if that works. I don't know. We'll see. Check the exclamation mark. It just says there's going to be lag, so it just says a large number of units, which it pretty much always says for 3v3. So, yeah, we're trying, boys. We're trying. Looks like someone just left. He lost interest. Watch, it's probably going to work now. Just a fat 2v3. Yeah, restart. Okay, we'll restart. So I'm gonna type it in here for you guys to see. Hold on a sec. All right, cool. So we'll try one more time, the viewer game, and see how it goes. So 3v3 Turin stream remake. So it's gonna be titled 3v3 Turin stream remake. Same password. So we're gonna try one more time. Hopefully it works out. So game's up, boys. Sorry if the same people don't get in. You know, I apologize, but you know, the game's back up, and let's do it to it. We're gonna get Mel Gibson. Who do we want to play? We could play a Wastetalker. We can get a Spellsinger with the Lore of Life. Of course, a very good choice. Earthbloom is just so incredibly good in multiplayer games. It's very, very good. Eternal Guards with Shields. We're gonna get 2 Treecan. We're probably gonna get a group of Wild Riders here, and the password's Turin, so it should be up now. So you guys can join freely as you like. We get 2 of these guys, and all right. So we're feeling good. We're almost ready to go. Looks like, wow, we actually got an almost entirely different group of people. So my apologies for anyone that was in before, but yeah, just the way the cookie crumbles, unfortunately. So all right, let's do it to it. Do we want to increase the rank? We got a pretty elite front line here, to say the least. All right, let's do it. Yeah, the Total War has always been an issue. I used to actually play Shogun 2 quite a bit, and there was always quite a bit of issues. Guys, the spot just opened up. Oh great, we got Licking Annie, we got Yarbles. Yeah, so Tiff, Dwarves is fine. Do you guys want to do a themed battle? How did I get Peter, to answer your question, Peter Jensen, Orion he looks like Mel Gibson. I mean, simply put, just look at his face. He looks like someone on Reddit had a good comment actually about him looking like Mel Gibson, and Kurt Russell kind of had a child. Yeah. DJ, I played the mini campaigns just to unlock the characters, but aside from that, I didn't do anything. No. So, yeah, you guys want to go Empire over there? Licking Annie, do you want to go? You want to go Empire? We can do Empire versus like Wood Elves or something. You guys want to do that? That could be fun. You know. Yeah, I probably need to get moderators eventually. Whatever. Yeah, just play whoever you want, guys. Don't stress it. We're all good here. I didn't kick anyone. No. No, I'm not a Kiwi. I'm not. I can do a pretty good Australian accent though. It's convincing. Yeah. Paint in blue. Yeah. There we go. Okay. All right. So grinning. You guys want to go Wood Elves? Tiff. Tiff, you just play Clan Anger. We need a token Dawi in here. Let's just freaking do it. There we go. All right. I'm ready when you guys are. You guys want to hear the Australian accent? Someday I'll cast a game with it. It'll be pretty funny. Man, yeah. I got to get rid of the delay in the chat too. I think that would be pretty nice. So ready up when you guys are good to go, and let's hope it works. If this doesn't work, I'm just going to go back to quick battles, you know, so. Yeah, I didn't kick you, Adam. That's for sure. Yeah. Hey, what's going on, man? Welcome. Commentate in Australian. Yeah. It's so bad. My Australian accent's just garbage. Oh, it's so bad. It's funny though. It's campy, you know. Ready up, boys. Let's do it. Let's do it to it. It's game time. Sam, oh, you want to judge it? Oh yeah, I got some veteran tags I got to spend. So there we go. That's fine. Yeah, it's close enough. First thing the Australian Army General told me when I met him, he made sure that I knew Russell Crowe was a Kiwi. Australian. It's pretty funny. All right, let's do it to it. Ready up, boys. Ready up. I know you guys are ready. Oh, Tiff is switching his army to the Wood Elf. So we actually do have a themed battle here. So, making it a late nighter. Yeah. So, I'm doing it, Flux. I'll probably do another like 1 or 2 quick battles after that. You need some love from the chariots. Easy Ease, however you say your name. I actually just played a few quick battles before this, and I used chariots in like 2 of the 3 games, or 2 of the 4 games. So there was a lot of chariot action tonight, actually. So yeah, ready up, Grinning Moon. Let's hope it works. Oh, you're fine, Tiff. Don't stress it, brother. I know, yeah, it's pretty long, right? How can I get rid of that delay? Yeah, I don't know. It's treachery, so. Where I live, it's come on, work. Oh, okay. So it said that Grinning Moon unreadied or something. Oh, now he's back. Let's see if it works. So we might need to go do quick battles, unfortunately. So, oh no, we don't. Yes, we got it. Yes. Oh, I don't even know this map actually. So, all right, mate, it's time. We're gonna have a nice 3v3 game right now versus Wood Elves and Empire. It's gonna be a good time. Yeah, you want to hear? It's all right. I mean, you got to practice. Like when I was in college back in the day, we used to go out to like bars and things like that and pretend to be Australian. It was quite funny. So that's my accent. It's really corny, but you know, I can turn it on and off. So it's all right, mate. Let's have a nice time, everyone. You know, do our thing. So yeah, of course, you know, my references for learning it are the, you know, Haggard pop culture stuff, like, you know, yeah. So Crocodile Dundee, of course. You know, like just like my Irish accent that I can do is very equivocal to the leprechaun from the Lucky Charms commercial. So nice, mate. Let's have a nice time over here. Yes, good right now. You guys like it? You guys like it? Spot on, really? Yeah. I had some training. It's not bad, right? But I had some training with the accent. My dad is actually an actor. He's a television actor. So, growing up, he used to do all kinds of like funny accents and stuff when I was a kid. So, I got some on the spot training as a child. 6 out of 10 isn't bad, Sir Fappington. I'll take that because I thought it was like a 2 out of 10. Yeah. I do quiet down because I don't want to like screw it up, right? So, you can change it up with like the inflection in the voice too. You know, if you go a little deeper, it can sound a little nice, man. He tried to flirt. Yeah, I did flirt with you in an Australian accent, Anna. Yes. I can't do Scottish. I'd have to practice. I couldn't just like improvise and do it. All right, mate. Let's have a nice time right now. Just go like nice and deep over here. Just do the best we can. It should be nice, but it's nice because we got like the Wood Elves here. We got Mel Gibson. He's a pretty good lord. He's got that like nice skirmish, things like that. And also we got nice range pressure with like armor piercing damage, things like that. Yeah, we could do that. It'd be nice. I could actually like do a whole cast like this. It'd be nice. But there's certain words that I stumble on a little bit when I talk like this. But yeah, I feel like there's already a lot of like you know, Australian speaking or not Australian speaking, but people with Australian accents. So kind of mixes it up a little bit. So that's a grudging. What do I get a grudge for? I don't deserve that. I didn't do anything wrong. We're not killing dwarves right now. Someone is on a toaster. Yeah, someone has a toaster here. I don't know who it is. Who's the toaster culprit? So I don't know. Someone. Hopefully this game goes well. Yeah, we'll see. Mel Gibson's. Oh, okay. We're about to start. It's time. Yeah, I mean movies get corny for sure. So all right, boys. Let's deploy. Let's do our thing. Let's go ham. Have some fun and let's bring home the W. Let's bring home the big old W. So maybe I'll deploy over here on the far side. I'll let you guys take the center. I'll be the support. Oh no, you're deploying over there right now. Okay, Tiff, that's fine. Oh, okay, so that's fine. Okay, we're good. We're all good here. We're all good in the hood. All right, so let's set these guys up. Let's get Mel Gibson and his friends over here on the far side, so they're safe. We'll get these guys over here in the back, just so they're away from danger. We're gonna get our Wild Riders in this group here. Get them there. Very good. So Wild Riders, these guys can be back here as well. So far, so good, guys. We're ready to go. All right. It's time, boys. It's time. Let's have some fun. So I'll give you guys a second before I start. The toaster wasn't that bad that game, actually. It really wasn't that bad. Yeah, that my Australian accent, Barthiel, is very nasally. You know, it definitely, I would need to practice a little bit. So yeah, it's elves versus what's it called? Empire right now. Yeah. Mixed matches are fun. Yeah. Yeah, North Korea does have internet, but it's probably potato internet for sure. Probably like hamster powered. Some shit. I don't know. Who knows? That's definitely one place I would like never want to go. Oh, okay. Got it, East. Perfect, man. It is corny, man. It is corny, of course. I mean, yeah. My dad can do it spot on. He's like the master of accents. He can do like 10 or 15 different ones pretty good. So where do I get the ideas for the thumbnails? I'm a big movie buff. I read a lot of novels and fantasy literature and stuff. So I kind of just use pop culture references that I can, you know, think of. And I have quite a deep repertoire, so I'll never run out. So So what do you think South Koreans think of North Koreans? Oh, I have no idea. That's definitely a geopolitical issue that I'm not suited to answer. So, hey, welcome from Bulgaria, man. Welcome to the stream. It's good to have you here. All right, guys, it's time. Mel Gibson's people do not retreat. We're going hard. We're going hard. I'm gonna take some cannon fire. Let's go. Let's go. Let's do it. Let's get these arrows of Kurnus, get them a rocking. Oh, I just wasted it on free company militia. I'm just excited right now, so I'm just gonna use it. Hopefully it'll make contact. Oh, that's actually pretty good. You made some good contact there, boys. We're doing our thing. He does have some spears here, which is a little tricky, so we're gonna try and get around those guys here. Get around the back. Let's see if we can. Does Mel Gibson? Oh, he doesn't start off with his abilities. That's right. So, all right, guys. Good luck over there. I think I should be okay over here. We'll find out. The Hounds of Gibson are coming soon, so that's good news. So we're gonna get these guys going here. We're gonna get these guys here. These guys here. We'll get these guys here. Actually, probably want these guys here, and then get these guys going here as well. So, all right, guys, let's do it. Let's do our thing. We're gonna get our missile units focusing on some of these his guys here, and we'll also get these guys going on some of his free company militia. So he's definitely watching my Wild Riders pretty aggressively. So well played there, bud. Definitely some good work. So let's use the Hounds of Gibson to disrupt those spears a little bit. Let's actually just run Mel into here. I mean, my opponent, I don't think he's like, I don't know if he's watching. It's hard to say right now. So we'll get our War Dancers over here as well. And yeah, our missiles are firing. We're doing pretty good. He does have a pretty sizable force over here though, so we gotta be careful. Mel Gibson's about to go ham on these great cannons right here, so we definitely want to pull these guys over here. We'll pull them to support Mel, and let's actually they're going to take quite a bit of fire, but they do have shields. So Mel gets in there, and he definitely is going to push those cannon crews. You can see they're already shaking. So, but Mel is also very fast, so you can simply run with him. And I do have the lore of the earth, whatever you want to call it. So we're going to use the Hawk's Talon right there. We do get the Wild Riders charging in the back, which is nice. We're going to use the Awakening of the Wood right now on these troops over here, just to simply trigger the healing on all of our troops, and we should be fine. So. He did pull all of his troops in here, so I actually forgot about these guys. So we're going to pull these guys in, get these guys pulled back here, and get them in a little bit of a more optimal shooting position. And let's actually go ahead and use an Overcasted Earthblood right here to hit Mel Gibson and all the boys. And we're going to use these Waystalkers to kind of just shoot his heroic units in the back. So our Wild Riders are kind of running rampant right now, and it looks like they're doing a pretty good job. We do have some Knights of the Blazing Sun coming in from the other battle though, which is a little bit tricky. So let's go ahead and use an Arrow of Furnace on them. Just apply some good pressure, and we do have the Hounds of Gibson again, so we're going to use them to mitigate those. And yeah, so we don't want to sit on those guys too long. So we're actually going to cycle over to these guys, and these guys are shooting in here, doing some pretty good work. So we'll keep them focusing on the high value targets. Mel Gibson, he can intercept these flagellants. Obviously not the best trade for him, so we're going to pull some troops from auxiliary to have them help out and do their thing. And this guy's a little isolated here, not in the best position. He might actually get killed right here. So, but we're doing good, I think. I think the battle over here is going pretty well. Mel Gibson, we want him on higher value targets. We don't want to be wasting his time with with the pleb, not the plebs, but the plebby units. You see what I'm saying? So, let's go ahead and get our missile units. Oh, and I totally screwed up my missile pathing. I actually let them like run into melee. So. Not the best microing on my part, but it's okay, guys. We're just having fun. We're gonna pull Mel in here and go after this Jade Wizard. He does get some of my Wild Riders down, so that's a little bit tricky. But he does have Warrior Priest back here. I do have a lot of spears and other units that are kind of running amok in the back line. So pretty good situation so far. We do have our missiles back here, so let's go ahead and get them all squared up, and let's look for some cav to focus on. So he does have Boris Todbringer over here, so we can actually start shooting at Boris with our missiles. That'll be a pretty good use. Use the Hawk's Talon right here. Just keep Mel Gibson fighting. He does have terror, so he's going to be pretty good. Unfortunately, I did lose my Waystalker. Got a little bit overzealous with that, so let's go ahead and use the Hounds of Gibson. We'll push all these troops back here just to help out a little bit, and these Spearmen should be fine. So, he does have the Flagellants here, which are doing pretty good, and we're able to actually apply some good pressure to Boris. We might actually even be able to get him, so we'll see. And it looks like the Archlector did chase me out a little bit, which was a little bit risky, but my opponent doing a really good job microing him, actually. So, yeah, he's able to get that guy, but the Free Company Militia are definitely getting routed off the battlefield pretty aggressively. So I think we can honestly go for like a terror route right now and just try and, break a lot of his units here. So let's just do our thing and just keep it going. Mel, we'll get him on the Archlector, see if we can get some damage, and let's also use an Earthblood right here, because again, we have a very, very big Zerg here. So our missiles are pressuring Boris pretty well, though. You can see he's taking a bit of damage. Actually, it's not as good as I thought it would be, but still, can't complain, guys. So we'll pull these guys over here, have them collapse on the cannon crew. Our Wild Riders doing a great job, so we'll continue to just kind of cycle around. We do get this Lord back right now, so we'll have him shoot here. Let's go ahead and use an Arrow of Furnace on Mel Gibson, or not Mel Gibson, on Boris. And Boris is coming here, so what we're going to do is split into 3 groups and just kind of make him have to choose which one he wants to get, essentially. We're able to do some pretty good work against the Archlector, so let's go ahead and also use the Bloom here. do the best we can. Some Wild Riders doing a great job just chasing down some of these fleeing units, which is quite nice. And my infantry corps is still really heavy or healthy, so over here it's kind of hard to tell how it's going, to be honest. But I think we're doing okay. And you can see Boris, since we split up these troops here, I think we're going to be good. So let's actually, where's Mel right now? So Mel is over here. He's doing a really good job over here, and you can see a lot of these units are like terror routing and stuff. Yeah, I think they are. I think that's what's going on. So did we kill Archlector? I think we might have. I think we might have speared him. So we're going to pull Mel and have him head over here to help out with Boris Todbringer, because I think if we can kill Boris, it'll help my allies out quite a bit. So yeah, Mel's having a little bit of trouble. Looks like he's stuck right now. So he's trying his best, guys. He's trying his best. So let's use the Hawk's Talon over here on this Free Company Militia, which is going to be quite nice. He does get some halberds over here, so let's pull those guys up and around. And it looks like I'm relatively free right now. So I think Boris, yeah, he's right here, so we do want to get him. So Mel Gibson's going to start throwing some spears. Let's go ahead and use the Hounds of Gibson over here. And, you know, he does get into my back line a little bit, which is tough. Ideally, we can save these Way Watchers, which would be really nice. So Boris is coming in hot right now. This is a risky play for him, for sure. So we're going to use the Awakening of the Wood over here, see what we can do. And, oh, man, he lands on Mel. That's dangerous, because Mel Gibson hits like an absolute truck. So let's get these guys and just have them start shooting at Boris. And it looks like he just broke right now. Yeah, because I'm telling you, Mel Gibson has like, what, 500 weapon strength? And he's also very fast. So we're going to just continue to pressure him. And he is healing, though, unfortunately. So I don't know if we'll be able to kill him, but we'll kill this Jade Wizard, I think. So a lot of my troops are in pretty good shape. So we're going to go ahead and just start advancing over here. Just form a new battle line with my allies. We do have this guy, so maybe we can snipe Boris, actually, with the Arrow of Kurnus. That would actually be really good. So go ahead and do that right now. Go for him. And these guys are back in shape here. I did get some spears back there to help them out. So let's actually have them shoot at these. I'm actually out of ammunition anyway, so I might as well just have them fight in melee. So our battle line is advancing. Let's go ahead and just kind of collapse on my opponent's forces back here and see if we can kind of polish him up. And Boris, he's back, unfortunately. So let's see if Mel Gibson can throw some spears. We'll get our Waystalker also shooting at him. So we do have a pretty healthy little blob here. And Mel Gibson's spear hits pretty hard, so, man, if we could actually kill him with the spear, that would be so glorious. So, come on, get him, get him. We're watching this, guys. So, he's winding up the spear. Oh, did he throw it? I don't know if he did. So, oh, man, he's actually going after Mel, so while I was messing around, he was being very aggressive here, but I do have the Cloak of Bishop, so I should be fine to any like severe nuking or anything like that. So let's just get the Goon Squad going here, and we'll probably just save up for heals. Yeah, so Orion's in decent shape, and Archlector actually has been getting a lot of heals, so let's actually pull these guys around the back and see if we can get a little bit of a flanking action going on. We'll use the Hawk's Talon. Where do we want to use that? I don't know if there's any like really great spots to use that right now. So we'll use that over here on some of these guys and see if we can do some work. And do we have some troops coming back here? We need to finish those guys off for sure. We'll switch him into melee there. And I need to be more careful with Mel. I was getting pretty reckless, and you can see even right now he's like, you know, getting isolated. So we're going to pull him back here. He's very fast. We'll get these spears going on these guys. And Mel, we just probably honestly want to run him, be really conservative right now. Just use this Arcane Conduit. Just get this, and you can see he's pathing his entire army to try and get Mel, which is fine. You know, pretty smart play on my opponent's part for sure. So, yeah, I love Lord of the Rings. Yeah, sorry, I'm not looking at chat too much right now. I'm definitely having to do my thing. So those Knights of the Blazing Sun in my back line were really tough. So we're just going to continue to fight and just wear down my opponent's forces. You know, keeping Mel, you know, as safe as possible, because he is unbreakable. So we do have enough for this, but I think we might wait for an Earthblood. And he's not near his healing cap yet, so I think we're okay. So we'll just get him throwing some spears, maybe? I don't know. That might actually be a good choice. So all of our units are fighting. These are actually my allies' word answers here. I think someone actually left a comment about that. So we'll pull these troops over here and just get them going. We do have a lot of troops coming. And also, my Waystalker is still here. So let's go ahead and use the Arrow of Kurnus here and have him start shooting at this guy. He's going to go kill this guy, which is fine. I don't mind, to be honest. So we're going to use this Earthblood right now and heal my main army. Let's actually make the target Mel Gibson and just make sure he's getting kills. And if we get him in here, it'll also help out with like a terror type situation. So is he getting a heal right now? Oh, the cast actually didn't go off, so I'm going to make sure to get that cast and just, you know, heal as much as we can here. My opponent does use an Awakening of the Wood, one of them. So yeah, do we have a Wood Elf enemy? I didn't know we did. Oh no, he has a Jade Wizard. Okay, I was just getting a little bit confused here. But Archlector is actually, you know, shaken and whatnot. So let's actually, yeah, if we can catch these Knights of the Blazing Sun, that would be quite nice. So I'm going to be really conservative with my Lord, because I have a very healthy blob here, guys. So, you know, I have a lot to lose, and, you know, I don't know if my opponent does per se, because he just has a bunch of Lords and Spears and Chieftains. So, oh man, this isn't not looking good. Oh my goodness, this is the first time I looked over here. Oh no. Look at that huge Empire army. Oh my goodness, guys. I think we're gonna lose this one. So we're trying. Let's see if we can get these guys here. Mel's in good shape. I think we won this battle over here. You know, he doesn't have much left. I mean, he just has some spears. But as far as the rest, I don't know. Yeah, maybe. I think my allies are still putting up a fight. He's got some spears over here. Over here, yeah, okay, we got a pocket of resistance. They're putting up a battle. And I think we were able to at least do some work against Boris earlier, so let's pull Mel around and see if we can snipe out this Jade Wizard right now and just keep pushing in, and you can see there's been a mass route right now, so he still does this little healthy, I really like this guy's build, Yarbles. So Yarbles, if you're in chat, I really like your army, it's very cool. You got this like kind of mobile goon squad that's just kind of roaming around, so we're able to polish off some of our opponent's forces. You can see he does have a Jade Wizard here, so we got our blob, so let's just keep advancing, I guess, huh? Alright, so we're going to de-group everyone right now, actually, just so we can move them as like a big Zerg. And just start pushing and trying to unite with our allies. Unfortunately, you can see a treatment over there running away, which is definitely a little bit discouraging. But I got the Zerg, boys. I got the big Zerg, excuse me. So we're doing our thing. My allies got some war dancers and stuff here. And, you know, it's the last march of the Ents, guys. We're gonna do all we can to try and pull this one out. It's going to be a little bit dicey since I don't really have much mobility. So I probably honestly just got to like go down right down the pipe and just march for these handgunners here, which I think is going to be good because we can't afford to take that missile fire. Mel, we got to make sure he doesn't get too overzealous. So let's go ahead and, you know, he can throw some spears in there or something. That'll be pretty cool. So the spear throwing gets obstructed really easily, which is definitely a bit of a bummer, but you know, it is what it is. So we're going, yeah, it's leaning very red. For sure. I mean, we only have 500 troops left to their 1,000 plus, but granted, they started with almost twice as many as we did, so. Mel, I just got to keep him high and tight. Let's go ahead and use the Hawk's Talon right here. Hawk's Talon actually hits really hard, if you guys want to see. Just check this out right now. Like, it's really good. So, it's going to come down and just absolutely slay a lot of these handgunners. Yeah, that's like some decent damage. So, we use the Hounds of Gibson also. And Mel, we just need to keep him like really concentrated in my army and just try and snipe out like heroic units. That's going to be really important here. So he does use the bombardment, the Grand Soulfire, I think. So pretty good stuff there. And we do have terror on our side also. That's going to be pretty good as well. So yeah, we have a nice little squad here. But they still have so many leadership units left, and they have these 2 cannons. Oh, the mortars are actually out of ammunition. And yeah, we have pockets of resistance fighting everywhere. So it's I don't know if it's over. I mean, it looks like it, but oh man, Gibson's getting sniped. I was not paying attention. So let's see if we can get him through the ranks and just get him like back here. I don't know how they're hitting him because he's kind of like, you know, yeah. I guess he's fighting some halberds and stuff, but you know, again, I didn't think we could take that much damage. So if we lose Orion, that's going to be pretty bad, or Mel Gibson or whatever. So we're actually just going to like park him right in the middle of these troops, and hopefully he can survive. This guy's actually putting up a bit of a fight over here, so let's go ahead and use the Arrow of Apprentice and see if we can get a shot off there. Are we going to get it? Are we going to get it? Oh, that might actually do good. Maybe that'll hit him and rout him. No, he's shaking, so. We do have the Hounds here relatively soon. You can see Cannon Cruiser coming in, so we're going to use the Hounds right now. Just doing our thing. So, yeah. So we're doing it. We're doing it, guys. We do have the Hawk's Talon coming up relatively soon. A lot of my opponent's forces aren't in the best shape, so we're going to keep him in the back, just like as protected as possible. Just keep doing our thing. It would be nice if we were actually going to get like one more heal maybe, I think. So, oh no, we have troops coming to sandwich us. So, not good, guys, not good. And we will get something. I think we'll get enough for at least one more, what's it called, Awakening of the Wood. But you can see so many heroic units just coming in now. This is going to be really tough. Yeah, we're just getting sandwiched on all fronts. So we're trying, boys. Mel's giving it his all, but you know, I think he's about to tap out, boys. I think he's about to tap out. So, yeah, you can see a lot of my units break. So, very well played, guys. That was super fun. Super fun. My favorite unit in the elves, dwarves for sure. Thank you, man. Little guy 756. Appreciate it. Yeah, multiplayer is really fun, man. You know, the reason I don't do a lot of like fancy videos is because I'm a terrible editor. Like I can't even really edit videos. Like I just know how to trim the beginning and the end, and that's pretty much it. So, fortunately, Mel Gibson has been slain, guys. He's been slain. So well played, guys. It was very very well fought. I don't know what else we have left. I think everyone's just gonna go from army losses. So yeah, that was good, guys. What a battle, man. Yeah, strong picks. Yeah, I could do that, little guy. I know. There was some. It was a valiant defeat, though. It was a valiant defeat. Really well played, guys. That was super fun. Yeah, yeah. He's a racist wizard. Yes. Yeah. That was fun. That was really fun. GG, guys. It was great. I'm going to go do another quick battle or two. I'll probably do 2 more and then call it a night. So, or maybe just 1. We'll see how long it goes. Okay, so we had a discussion in one of your vids about hammers versus vampire counts. I don't like using hammers that much against vampire counts. I don't know why. I don't know. I just don't like big, expensive units like that much. I'd rather go with like a wider army with like Longbeards and High King Thorgrim. Yeah, for Sigmar, for sure. Karl Franz and, you know, the Empire did him proud there, for sure. Big performers. So, we'll get another quick match here. Hopefully we can get a game going. GG, that was super fun. That was super fun. What time is it where I live? I don't know, let me check. I lose track. It's probably like 2 in the morning, I think. Yeah, it's about like 2 something. Leonard, was Leonard just in our game? I feel like he was. Did we just play against you, Leonard? Yeah, I feel like Leonard was in our game. So yeah, I guess I could end with what faction do you guys want to watch right now? I'll play anything really. Do you guys want to see I could do Bretonnia, I could do Beastman, I could do Mucilon. Do vampire counts, I guess. We could do vampires. Yeah, let's do vampires. I really have actually been enjoying the Red Duke quite a bit. So it's always fun to get a chance to use him and stuff. So I'm just gonna use him and probably get this bad boy here. Leonard, if you're in my stream, please do not stream snipe, or else you'll feel bad. Even if you win, you won't feel good about yourself. So I don't know if you are or you're not, but let's have a good time, guys. Let's do it to it. And let's see, get some of these Cryptors here. We're also gonna get some Skeleton Spears. You guys kind of know my shtick as it pertains to my armies right up by now. So let's see, do we want to get any other heroic units? Yeah, we probably get this guy here. We're gonna go ahead and get rid of these abilities. And all right, and then we can go ahead and put him on a Pimp My Ride cart. Now, why won't it let me get that? That's such a strange thing. So we'll get the Necromancer, put him on this, and then we have to get the ability. So there's a lot of glitchiness as it pertains to kind of the setting up of the armies and stuff. So, oh, why does it have 2? Okay, so we'll get rid of 1. This guy has the Pimp My Ride cart. We probably want another group of Cryptors here. Maybe a group of Hounds, and I think that should be fine, to be honest. So let's go ahead and just chevron up some of these guys, whatever, who cares, and just do our thing. All right. Double Black Coach. You guys want double Black Coach? That's... Oh, I didn't put Red Duke on a flying mount, did I? Oh, that's going to be really bad if I did. Black Coach. I should just get all Black Coaches, just my whole army, just like ride into my opponent. Maybe I will. Maybe, you know what I might do someday is do an entire like live Battlecast series where it's like a 40-minute video. I forgot to get Ones of Death, sorry. Like an entire 40-minute video where like I just do like haggard strategies like Black Coaches. Like terrible strategies 101, you know? And see how many games I can win. The thing is my I don't care about my rating. Like it'll tank, but you know, I think it's worth the lols, as you guys would say. So, or lols, yeah, I'm an old man, I'm 28, so I'm a little behind on the memes, but yeah, we can get these guys over here. Let's put them up here somewhere. That's fine. All right, cool. So we'll get the Banshee set up here. We'll put her with the army. She's pretty good. I mean, the fact that she adds that like terror element to your army is really, really nice against like low tier troops. But my opponent will probably bring flagellants and things like that. So I don't know if he's been watching. So stream sniping isn't that bad in this game because you still have to micromanage. But of course he can counterpick your army quite a bit. But yeah. All right, let's do it. Vargulf is beast. Yeah, Vargulfs are really good against the dwarves. It's super stressful to deal with. Like, it's really hard to deal with. Okay, so let's do it to it. He has a Flying Lord, which is pretty solid stuff. So we're gonna go back here, just get everyone moving, and let's have fun. So again, against Empire, I would recommend just Red Duke's a great choice. You just, and if he has like better cav than me, which he does, he has Knights of the Blazing Sun. Oh, actually, just Knights of the Blazing Sun. Okay, I thought it was something else. So he does have a cannon back there. So pretty good stuff. Cool, man. I like your build here. You got some halberds, you got some flagellants. I definitely approve. We don't want that cannon getting free shots at my Red Duke and stuff, so we're actually going to go hide behind this little canyon right here and just try and stay out of range. So let's go ahead and check what wizard he has too, because he has a Jade Wizard, so he's going for sustainability and heals and all that good stuff. So very, very wise, my friend. Very, very wise. He does have the Hammer of the Witches, which is pretty scary, so definitely got to watch out for that thing. So he is kind of coming for my goon squad here, so we're going to pull back a little bit. Just get our main army engaged so we don't have to think too much about it, to be honest. We're going to go here, we're going to go here, we're going to go here. We're also going to get the Cryptors over here. It looks like he is targeting my Mortis Engine, so very, very well played, man. Goodness gracious. So we're going to use the Invocation of Nehek to try and save it. I don't know if we'll be able to be honest, but we do have some dudes going over there, so hopefully they can save it. I don't know, we'll see. It is crumbling right now, so very, very bad situation so far. So let's get this guy going here. Let's go ahead and summon some zombies. Right. Oh, we want to get a little bit further back here. So thankfully we were able to get some hounds, and the Mortis Engine unfortunately is destroyed. So the Hammer of the Witch is just being a huge performer here for my opponent. So we'll just get our main army going. Thankfully I still do have a Necromancer, so we're going to be relatively okay here. Let's go ahead and get the Cryptors just kind of on standby. Just get this Banshee in here and just, do our thing. So Elsif is over here. We did get the Hounds and we did shut down the Hammer of the Witches, which was pretty nice. So trading tit for tat a little bit, I would still say it came out in my opponent's favor. But, we're doing our thing. So let's get these guys here and just kind of sit on the Cryptors for a minute. Because, again, we don't have too many great targets, but we can throw them in here. That should be fine. So we're going to go ahead and summon some zombies back here. And then we need to summon some zombies. We're not taking any damage, really, to be honest. So we're going to summon some zombies here as well. we're just gonna sit. Like, honestly, I don't mind just chilling here a little bit. So we're gonna see where he decides to go. You know, because he's holding back a lot right now. My hounds were able to shut down the Hammer of the Witches, so we traded quite a few resources. And it looks like my opponent is going in here. So we're actually gonna get on his Lord. We're going to use the the LC on him, and we're also going to use these other abilities to give some armor piercing. Let's also go ahead and use an Invocation of the Heck, because this is definitely going to be the epicenter of the battle. So we're going to slam in here. Let's go ahead and summon some more zombies in the back line. So Hammer of the Witches is a pretty good choice, definitely, for dealing with those type of threats. And we're able to do pretty good. You can see as General of the Empire, Karl Franz is taking a lot of damage, and Karl doesn't have that like same inherent healing. So, you know, again, pretty good stuff. Let's go ahead and use the zombie spam right there. It's funny, we would start calling it zombie spam, but Karl got trapped, and the LC is pretty good. You know, we're able to get in there and do some serious work. So I think in this sustained trading, we're going to be in pretty good shape. So we do get some zombies back here. The Cryptors also are quite nice in this kind of mishmash here. So we're going to get on the Knights of the Blazing Sun there, and he does get his Lord out, which is pretty good for him. Let's see, we'll go ahead and use the Foe Seeker just for the agility. And the Hounds, we shut down the cannon, so I think we're okay. We probably have to save for Invocation of the Heck since we lost the Mortis Engine. So we're just going to keep pushing through, and the Knights of the Blazing Sun are, you know, having a relatively bad time. We do have a ton of damage here. We probably want to summon some more zombies right now if we can, maybe on top of some of these guys up here. Can we reach right there? Yeah, we can, so that's pretty great. And, you know, he sends his Lord to deal with some Hounds, so pretty good choice from him there. And we do get the zombie summon right here, which is going to be quite nice for kind of keeping these Knights trapped. So I would like to get my Blood Knights out of here. It's definitely not like a great situation for them anymore, so we're going to try and pull them out the back, keep these Cryptors just pushing in on some of these high value units. And you can see right now he is you know, getting his Goon Squad up. So across the board, I think we're doing pretty well, and it looks like, yeah, he was going to dive in there for a second, which is pretty interesting. So we're just going to play defensively, because I think in the attrition game we will win this. We're actually going to go ahead and use another Invocation of the Heck here on this main blob, heal up some of our Cryptors and some of those other units that are taking the beating, and just kind of sit. Like, we're in okay shape here, and we can pull the Cryptors, so if he decides to dive, we can go in and trade all day. So we're going to go in here. He definitely landed. We're going to pull these Cryptors back and get them on some of these guys here. We do have some zombie summons, so we're going to go ahead and summon them right on top of these guys, which is going to be really, really devastating for sure. We will have LC in about 17 seconds, which is going to be pretty good. Over here, you can see some of these troops are still, yeah, they're eager, they're fighting, but I think the Sternsmen and my front liners are out trading those halberds in kind of the long game. Knights of the Blazing Sun are surrounded, and I have a full health group of these dudes right here. So let's go ahead and cast the Von Hell's Danse Macabre, really to just give my troops that extra kick with the melee attack. And I'm going to save LC. I don't need to use it right now, because again, I don't have like a great surround on anything in particular. He is using that regrowth, so very well played there. You know, playing that attrition game, but you know, these Cryptors over the course of this battle are definitely going to start wearing my opponent down. So let's go ahead and get on Karl Franz here. And right now, this would probably be a good time to use LC on his Lord, because he is targeting the Red Duke pretty aggressively. So I think we need to get back a little bit, just continue to mash in on him, get these guys going here. And yeah, very good killing my Mortis Engine earlier. That was pretty huge. So I didn't even notice he was targeting it actually. So right now, we're probably going to save for an Invocation of the Heck. I don't know if we'll get up to that Winds of Magic, but we have a pretty solid surround right here. And he did get the LC. So we're going to use these guys to start focusing Karl and get the Blood Knights on Karl as well. So the Knights of the Blazing Sun are steady. They're not in the best shape. Honestly, I don't know if we're going to have enough for a heal, so we're going to use another zombie summon just to try and lock my opponent down even more. So the Red Duke's going to summon him, and then he's just simply going to start running. So some of these troops over here, we're going to collapse over here and just get the Duke kind of out and about. We'll keep him nearby because we don't want him to get too far. We can see Karl starting to get surrounded, but you know, I think our infantry are winning. It's hard to say. I do have this Necromancer in here, so he's providing the Unholy Lodestone. So let's actually get him fighting in here, just so he's actually a little bit more productive. But I have a good surround here. You can see these Blood Knights and these Cryptors are applying that perpetual poison. His Knights of the Blazing Sun are starting to tank as well, so pretty good stuff in that regard. So Karl did escape, but I think he's probably at his healing cap right now, or at least close. I mean, he's been getting healed massively all game. All game. Can I make a custom map? Oh man, I don't know how good that would be. So we're actually going to run the Red Duke into my army here, because again, Karl's going to try and snipe him. You can see he gets a pretty good charge, but we're going to re-engage here and just try and like pull all these troops here, and we'll get the Cryptors on Karl as well. Just try and get him, because we need to finish him off and hopefully not lose the Red Duke. So we're going to summon some zombies here just on top of this group, because again, not going to have enough for the heal, so we need to do that right now. So we're going to do that, and then we're actually just going to run. Because if we can get Karl, I think we just win. And Karl's shaken. Red Duke is in pretty bad shape. He's in critical binding, so let's go ahead and give the armor piercing to these Blood Knights. And it looks like Karl's steady. Can we get out of here? This is going to be really nice if we can go. And honestly, I'd probably just run away as far as I can. Just try and draw him out, just to allow my other troops to win through attrition. So Karl's trapped. We're going to just keep pathing after him, just keep these Cryptors going after him, just doing our thing. And the Blood Knights, we really need them to finish Karl here. So he's shaken. Oh, and did my Lord just die? Well, that's not good. So he actually died, but Karl's wavering. And honestly, I think at this point, most of his army will waver from army losses if Karl does indeed break. So the Blood Knights are still poking at him. They're still poking. I'm surprised they haven't been able to get him though, you know, even after all this. So we're just gonna keep these guys going. And Carl is broken, so that's pretty great. And thankfully we still do have the Necromancer. Let's go ahead and summon some zombies here. And getting that rear charge penalty on these guys is gonna be pretty huge. So we're gonna go ahead and chase here, just continue to do our thing. And we did get him, which is really big. So very well played to my opponent so far. So we're going to get the Blood Knights in here and actually just have them go after this Jade Wizard, which is going to be really good. And we still have a huge infantry blob up here, guys. And I don't think there's any way you can win, but very well played. Sniping my Mortis Engine early was pretty backbreaking. Like, I think I you know, I could have lost this game for sure. Like, I don't know what could have been done differently on either side, but look at him running with that Jade Wizard. Pretty slippery over there. So, yeah, I just have this huge Zerg. And my Grave Guard, that was a big part of it. I didn't take many losses at all from my main army core. Whereas, like, with my leadership, I was being pressured pretty aggressively, but yeah, you can see these guys are wavering and they're terrified now. So, pretty scary stuff. So, we're going to continue to try and get this Jade Wizard here. We're just going to swoop around, and I feel like I played against Leonard before, or was he? I could have sworn he was just in that particular that game with us. So let's go ahead and summon some zombies back here. Just continue to pressure. And thankfully, though, we were able to get the Hammer of the Witches with our what's it called? That was really nice with our freaking hounds in the beginning. Because if I hadn't been able to get that and that constant pressure, it could have been really, yeah. Well, it depends, Constantine. Yeah, in terms of tacticianship, that is the tactic with the vampires. So. Yeah, the cannons did really well there for sure. So good game, man. It was a lot of fun. I don't know if, I hope you guys enjoy seeing the Red Duke play. Leonard played really well. Like he was pimping it for sure. Like he did good. I mean the Mortis Engine is the key to victory there, because you kind of just like run circles around it and drain out his whole army. But the fact that he was able to cannon it down was really bad and really well played, for sure. It's also a very expensive investment, because again, the Mortis Engine costs, you know, quite a bit, but so does the Hammer, and having it get shut down is pretty bad. Because if the Hammer had been protected by spears and had been able to kill my Blood Knights, I think he would have won, for sure. Yeah, good game for sure. Very good game. So yeah, I don't know. Do you guys? What time is it? So I've been 2.5 hours. So yeah, man, I don't know. What do you guys want? Do you guys want me to play one more? I feel like that's a good one to end on, though. What is the tribe? What does the tribe say? Do we have a verdict? You guys will have to let me know as soon as the chat catches up. So, yeah, I could play like something funny. Do you guys want to see something funny? All right, let's do it. I feel like I gotta. Ending on the vampire counts doesn't feel right. You know, it just doesn't feel right. You know, because I mean, it is cheesy. I mean, the Empire does pretty well against vampire counts for sure. Yeah. The problem with the multi-battle flux is that it'll take a long time, and I'm definitely, I probably should hit the hay relatively soon. So, all right. Please, I wanted to play dwarves. Come on, bud. Come on. All right, who do you guys want to see against the dwarves? What factions? Play orcs? You guys want more orcs? Settle some grudges? Yeah, is that what you guys want? All right, fine. Do it. Do you guys want all gobos? All goblins? I can't, because he picked the dwarves, guys. I can't. Gobbo? Okay. Yeah, I feel like Gobbo, because then, yeah, that's us being civil. Because I feel like if we just spam black orcs, it won't be that challenging. Let's go ahead and mix it up a little bit. So, all right, so we got the Gobbos. We're staying in character, guys. We're going big. Let's go ahead and get the Poison Riders. We'll go ahead and get rid of Slippery. We don't really need that, to be honest. And we are going to get a nice, healthy firing line of Gobbos. So let's do this and this and this. We're going to get 4. We're going big. The Arachnoid Queen does count. It is being rode by goblins. We're going to get two. How many do we want to get? Do you want to get 3? Do you want to go big? All right, whatever. Let's get 3. Then on top of that, we can get some. Do we want to get some of these guys? Do they have armor piercing? So they have anti-infantry, but they don't have armor piercing. So we're going to get the Mangy Marauders. And let's actually cut one of those guys in favor of more infantry. So now we are going to go ham. We're going to get the Warlord's Boys. They do have armor sundering. What do these guys have? These guys are actually just unbreakable. So we're going to get them, and then Nasty Skulkers probably is fine. That's a really small kind of main line, though. But I do have the Arachnoid Queen, so that could be worse. So let's actually cut that and probably get 2 more. I think that's fine. So, all right, feeling good. Man, this army is janky. Yeah. All squigs. We're going heavy on the... Yeah, the Queen is Gobbo. I mean, it's being rode by goblins. I know the things I do for you guys playing these trolley comps. It doesn't really matter though, you know. Like it doesn't. We're going ham. You're the king, Thranduil? No. Elves are probably my least favorite of fantasy characters. I don't know why. Except Lord of the Rings elves. Like Haldir is so cool. And like in Elrond and stuff. Like when you see Elrond fighting in the First Age at Mount Doom, like such a gangster. That guy is just such a boss. But if you're talking like, you know, kind of more traditional fantasy elves, they're just kind of wimpy. Although I'm a huge fan of the Drizzt series, Drizzt Do'Urden. I love that. That was probably like one of my first staples in fantasy that I read, and that got me started on my path to nerddom in many ways. So got to give props to that. So the Gobbo horde is rising, my friends. So we got our Haggard cannons up here. We'll just put them up there on the hill. That should be fine. Put them in group 3. You guys, my goon squad. The Gobbo can be here. My caster. Let's go ahead and we want a little bit of a mobile goon squad, so we're going to put these guys in group 2. The Ragnarok Queen, we can probably do a little bit of fancy Vanguard deployment here. He'll be group 4. We probably want these to be actually, let's go ahead and degroup them. Put this guy in group 3, put the cannons in group 4, and then the spider can be in group 1 actually with my main infantry corps. So, yeah, take care, Karl Franz. Great stuff, man. Yeah, I know Haldir got slaughtered, Aaron, but he's still cool. I mean, at least he goes out like a boss, you know, and he's not like super like femme, you know, like a lot of elves are. You know, he's kind of more of a macho elf, which I dig. So, I mean, they're awesome in terms of their martial prowess for sure. So, yeah, Drizzt is great. Favorite Chaos God? Oh, I mean, you got to be Khorne, man. Come on now. He's just yeah. I mean, just all the memes that come from him alone are worthy of his support. We're actually gonna put him in. Yeah, we're gonna keep him on group 2. That's probably fine. Nurgle, yeah, Nurgle's pretty gnarly. I mean, they're all like pretty interesting for sure. God, I wish I didn't have to go coach tomorrow, man. I'm gonna be burnt out. I'm going to be burnt out, boys. We're going ham, and this is great because then this goes up as a video afterwards, and for anyone who's bored during the week, they can, you know, go and watch all the videos and whatnot, which is pretty sweet. So let's get these guys a firing, shooting at these Grumbling Guard here. We'll shoot the Warriors of Dragonfire Pass. And the Gobbo horde is rising, my friends. So we're going. We'll get the Mangy Marauders circling around. They're already taking cannon fire, so let's get him in the tree line. And honestly, if he wants to shoot, you know, at my Mangy Marauders with his artillery, I am totally fine with that. So we're going to go back here. We have the Gobbo horde. And guys, just for reference, the Goblin horde isn't like super good, nor is it competitive. It's just a very fun composition. So unfortunately, the Ragnarok Queen is taking a little bit of fire. So I kind of wish I had gotten some Goblin Wolf Riders just to kind of vanguard and, you know, put a little bit of pressure on his back line. But we're actually going to try and sneak around with these guys and see if we can shut down those cannons. Yeah, and he's keeping those Slayers pretty high and tight, so I don't think we're going to get much success there. But honestly, I don't know if he can deal with the density of this army. It's pretty big. That's what she said. But he does have some Rangers over here actually, so we're going to pull them, go up here in the hill a little bit, and as soon as we get in range, let's go ahead here. And what's nice about using the Gobbo army is like you have like you know, so many troops that you can like pressure from a multitude of angles. So like right here, you know, he's going to have a little bit of problem dealing with just my sheer numbers. So we're going to go here, we're going to get these Gobbos focusing on the Grumbling Guard, and we're going to charge these guys. Well, maybe we can charge them, and that's probably fine. So let's go ahead and summon some Spiderlings. We can summon them right on top of those Rangers, which is going to be pretty solid. So you can see the Rangers get there. Our Lord, we actually forgot about him, I think. So we're going to start focusing on the secondary line, or actually we can just keep focusing here. So the Mangy Marauders drive in there, and they kind of disrupt, and if we can path them straight through, that's going to be really nice. So let's go ahead and summon another group of spiders over here just to help out. It was a little bit reckless with the Mangy Marauders, but I think it was the right choice. It's hard to say. So these guys are going to go in here, and let's actually go, and we're probably going to need another spider summon here in a second. So we're going to switch these guys onto these Rangers with great weapons, because they're just doing some excellent work against us. So we need to get the Arachnarch Queen out. Let's go ahead and use Sneaky Stabbing in the front line, and get my Lord in there. Just have him start fighting. So we'll get these guys in here. We'll use the Law and all those other fun abilities. And let's go ahead and summon another group of spiders. So my missiles are actually shutting those guys down pretty effectively, though. So having a big Gobbo firing line is really quite nice. So let's go ahead in the front line and go ahead and use the debuff just across the line, just to kind of slow my opponent's forces. And we're going to keep the spider back because obviously it's a very, very high value target, but you know, we're doing some great work, and the spiders in the back line are applying some good pressure, and the Arachnarch Queen is on her way back. So we're going to have her target those guys. Our missiles, yeah, they're shutting these Rangers down so freaking hard. So very, very good stuff there. So let's check in on my Lord, make sure he's safe. We'll get him on the Runesmith, use the missile parry, just start going after that guy. So my Goblins are trading pretty well, and even if he like breaks my line, I feel pretty confident that like our missiles could just like wear him down through straight attrition. So over here, we're going to summon another group. We're going to summon it right on top of those cannons, actually. Because again, if he wants to use the Slayers for that, that's totally fine. and now we're going to have him go after that guy, which should be pretty good. So we'll use Sneaky Stabbing in this big main fight here, which is great. You know, that big buff is going to be really nice for kind of taking out this Runesmith and these other high-value units. And the Gobos are doing their thing, boys. They're holding it down. So we'll pull the Arachnar Queen back through my ranks. Probably summon a group of spiders to cover its retreat, just to kind of lock him up, and I think we're okay. So right now he did break through in the front line with some long grids, so we're going to start focusing those guys. We'll even get my caster over there to help out a little bit, and we can start focusing Thorgrim a little bit, actually. That's probably not a terrible choice. So actually, let's finish this Runesmith off with our heroic units. And in this matchup, oftentimes a lot of like your units will just kind of break due to attrition, but let's go ahead and get our cannons focusing on the appropriate targets. And we probably want to look for some more healthier groups here. So we'll get these guys firing here, and I'm not sure like what else there is to fire at. Everything of his is just so tattered right now. So my Lord is here. He's doing pretty good. Hopefully we can finish this guy off. And my firing squad is in good shape. You know, they're putting some good pressure on my opponent's Lord. So let's get the Rusty Arrow firing over here as well. And honestly, if we get the Rusty Arrows and some of those other units, and a lot of these Gobos will come back from route eventually, which is going to be pretty nice. So the Mangy Marauders, forgot about them, but we'll get them back here. Have them go finish off these cannons over here. My Gobbo Lord, I think we were able to break that Runesmith, so we want to make sure to finish him. And actually, let's jump on High King Thorgrim, because we do have this like huge firing squad right now. So we're going to use Sneaky Stabbing here to really buff my damage output. And I think we honestly can kill High King Thorgrim in this particular kind of burst of damage here. So I do have a potion, so let's go ahead and use that just to make sure we don't rout off. And we do get the spider back, so we're going to kind of reconsolidate our whole army right now. Unfortunately, he did get some troops through, so let's see if we can send these guys back here and send these guys over to the front line. So you can see Thorgrim is just taking a firing squad right now, which is great. So the Gobos, you know, they can do some work, guys. They're deceivingly strong. We get some the Mangy Marauders back here to do some good work, and also we get some nasty Skulkers. So we definitely want those guys just like wailing on some Slayers, you know, doing their thing. So let's get them going over here. Unfortunately, I let my caster get a little bit kind of you know, in a bad way, I suppose you could say. But if we finish Thorgrim, I think it's honestly just going to be over. Most of his troops are in pretty bad shape, so we'll get our cannons. We'll just have them start shooting here. I guess our Goblobbers are not even cannons, so we're going to pull those guys back, put them in ranged mode again. He did rout off my caster, but I still got plenty of value, so let's go ahead here and just send these guys, and it looks like that's all she wrote. So well played. The Gobbo Horde, we did it, boys. We did it. Corn is simple, yeah, I know. It's pretty good stuff. So, GG guys. GG. We did it. We just got to finish off a few Slayers here. These guys are going to get a noble death, I'm sure. So, yeah, you can see this guy. He's the last of his people. Unfortunately, he's probably going to get prison tranquilities. Oh, man. That's a rough way to go, you know, to all the lads like that. So, well played to my opponent. It was really fun. So, let's go ahead and take a look at the breakdown, guys. So, let's see what we got here. So, yeah, I mean, good value. I mean, my artillery wasn't huge, but still the Spider, he had some good pressure with the Rangers and stuff. He applied, you know, some good stuff. And I think his army was more designed against a traditional Greenskins army. You can see he brought 3 armor-piercing units. So against Black Orcs, he would have been pretty good. Also, the Grudge Thrower and the armor-piercing ranged attacks. You know, so bringing the Gobos can throw people off for sure, to say the least, guys. So, yeah, very, very good stuff. Gobos did good, man. Gobos did good. They did great. Let's see. So, yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I think I'm probably done for the night. I think it's like almost 3 a.m. here, and my hand's starting to get a little bit sore, so I'm probably gonna, you know, put some ice on it or take some ibuprofen or something. So hopefully I'll be ready to go for Sunday. We're gonna have a pretty deep stream. I mean, granted, we almost had 3 hours here, so I mean, Aaron, you were correct in saying that I was gonna go past my 2-hour mark. So yeah, GG. Thank you, Deucin. Appreciate it. So thanks again for watching, guys. Again, I really appreciate your perpetual support, and tune in on Sunday. Sunday at 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. We're going to be streaming, same old quick matches, you know, all that kind of shtick. Maybe we'll do some custom maps or something. Also, that stream, yeah, it's gonna be good. We'll do more multiplayer games with viewers and everything. We'll probably do at least 2 or 3 of those, so that'll be really fun. So thanks again, guys. I appreciate all of your support, and I will be on Sunday. So stay tuned, guys, and of course I'll be posting our daily video tomorrow as well. So thanks again, guys, and have an excellent night. Take care, lads.